Because it's one of those things where it's either going to get pointed out, like, immediately, or it's going to take, like, 3 hours for anybody to notice. And I don't know which scenario is funnier. Alright. Let me get some music going. And I am joined on the stream by JonTron, my fellow Game Grump.
It's me, JonTron here. And I'd like to welcome you to my amazing Game Grumps world. Collect my Game Grumps. 7 Game Grumps in total. Unlock the secrets of JonTron's castle. Oh.
JonTron, I don't remember you being so Australian.
I'm different now.
Alright, well, welcome everybody to the first playoffs stream. We have some stuff to talk about. For example, we have my demise to talk about. My death. Changed the world, my final message. But it's okay, because I have an heir to the throne. I have an heir who will take over my reign.
Yeah.
And you know what? I've said it before, the fact that I even made it to playoffs was a fucking miracle. And good night, V. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. So, I'm gonna preface this stream with, I died in playoffs, but that's okay, because I don't feel bad about how I played overall. I think I did good for the league. Yeah, and I'm excited to see the professional gamers put in some professional gamer plays.
Yeah. The friggin' gamers. But yeah,
yeah, I should make a Game Grumps themed team, true.
Yeah, so this is week this is week 1 and 2 for the gamers at home. Just to clarify, like, the reason why we're doing week 1 and 2 is basically, like, if we did 1 week at a time, then there would be some weeks where we just watched like 2 matches of Pokemon and then like stopped. And that would just be kind of weird. So if we do 2 weeks at a time of playoffs, it makes it easier to have it closer to like what our normal docket is, like about 8 games a week.
Yeah.
So we have week 1 and 2 here. We'll basically be I'll pull up the bracket for you as well, Morgan. I think the bracket is nice to have visually. It's a nice visual aid. You can see the how things shaken out. But yeah. I think basically what we'll be doing is we'll be running through people's kind of bracket runs, as it were.
Yeah.
Like, we'll be running through, because basically we don't want to waste people's time, so we'll be basically going through each person at a time, both of their games. We have about two games per person. Well, not about 2 games per person. We have 2 games per person. So yeah. Yeah. So how should we get started? I think we can lead with I mean, honestly, leading with Hazel seems pretty reasonable here, considering we're both here and she fought both of us.
Yeah.
So let's start with our friend Sauzels.
And check this out. Oh wait. For all my Pokemon gamers, check this out.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. She's
I got
real.
the thing. I got the thing. She's real as fuck now.
The fucking critter has made her debut.
Literally. I had to show that off. I showed it off the start of F-Zero, but I had to show it off again here. It was important.
Yeah. Oh, well, we're about Mons here, so that's why we gotta do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also do, this is our first, we didn't have any best of threes in main season. We have like 3 best of threes this week, so we'll get to them when we get to them, but it shouldn't take that much longer. The replay, the taste reviews are the, like, the pace reviews are the thing that would take more time than the games overall. But yeah, this is game 1, and there was a funny little gaffe in game 1 here that we'll talk about. But
Fuck, wait, which one is game 1?
It's
I'm opening them
don't worry,
again.
It's the first one. It's the one that says replay.
No, I know which one it is on the sheet, but
Yeah.
when I opened it up in
Yeah.
Firefox, I was like, wait, what the fuck? Because it's the same exact team.
Yeah, that's fucking fair.
Alright.
Oh.
Well, you know what? Even though I fucking lost, for game 1, since it's my blunder, I'm choosing to play my playoffs team, because otherwise we're never gonna hear it. Because I died.
Yeah, that's real.
Sorry,
I was planning on getting. I was planning on fitting people's like playoffs teams into their into like people who lost playoff teams into it, anyways.
Yeah.
Because we might as well mix up the music if we're having multiple games per person.
Yeah. So this was a game where I got owned. I got owned hard this first game, and there is like something very, very sad that you will note at some point in the match. Now, I had Brick Break for Gambit, but it did decent damage to Skarmory. Now here's the fucking blunder of the century. This fucking guy. Can I turn up the music a bit? Sure.
Unskilled laborer.
This fucking idiot.
That wasn't the fucking real. That wasn't a real AVGN, bro. That was like.
That was fucking Irate Gamer.
That was Yako. That was the angry video game nerd. Open door.
Yeah, the Psychic Fangs hits hard.
Yeah, and then it like.
The Dazzling Gleam.
Cat Veil. Yeah, and this just isn't.
It does like
real.
It does decent damage, but then the problem is I lose the damage range.
Yeah.
The damage range was a little sad. Otherwise, Bax probably would have gone crazy. But that's okay.
Fucking.
Screamtail is fucked up.
Screamtail's so good. It's so cheap. One of the cheapest mons. Another SD, but like really, this farm isn't taking down much damage. And it just kind of roars it back out.
Yeah.
Kind of tries to trying to just get something on the board here, but like honestly, like the rolls, like even for not having skill link, the rolls for like on Icicle Spear are like horrifically bad here.
Yeah. Everybody, it's so funny. The only reason that this is a best of 3, now the best of 3 system was supposed to be if things were truly determined by hacks. And you could say like a little bit in this match, but it was mostly just that I didn't have skill link. And people thought that this Cloister sucked so much that we agreed it should be a best of 3. That's how much that guy sucked and we hated him.
Yeah.
Literally the worst, shittiest guy ever.
Oh.
He didn't even go to college. Yeah, poor Kyle Justin trying his best. Getting the air slash flinch, which was kind of crazy, but can't do, like, anything to, Rotom, really.
Yeah. In general, like, Hazel's core is really hard to break. You need, like... You need pretty advanced fucking maneuvers to break this core a lot of the time, and Hazel just kind of... I think is one of the best players in this league at just kind of not letting you fucking do anything if you don't build right around it.
Yeah. And then here comes Bad Luck Bootsy with the 1 kill.
Yeah. You know, we pulled out a nice little thing, and then that sucker did a lot of damage despite the resist, but justified on a special attack. But it is kind of scary though. Then Scream comes back in. It's like, hey guys, my name is Screamtail.
Yeah,
you're too fast for the encore.
I'm gonna be honest, like, before we even get to my sheet, which I'm not gonna have a lot to say for either of my teams, to be honest, because I, like, did a decent amount of building on my own for the first one, and then the second one, we built while Sienna was, high as fuck. High on life. So... Mostly, you will see me point out the mistakes we made along the way. I mean, the number 1 mistake we made on this fucking piece of shit. This fucking guy. This fucking guy. And look at this shit. This fucking guy. I hate him. I hate him. He's, like, literally the shittiest guy ever.
Stone Edge miss for good measure. Fucking... Screamtail is both very weak and Annihilate is very bulky, so the Dazzling Gleam isn't, like, doing anything.
Yeah, I made Annihilate specifically to counter Rotom, so I had a bunch of Spadef on it.
Yeah. So, like, that game, basically... There's a bunch of chat messages at the end, but it's basically just... We did it. We basically agreed, okay, this can go best of 3. Game 1 still counts. Game 2, Morgan gets to switch the fucking Cloister to Skilling.
We really hated this fucking Cloister.
Yeah.
This guy is the shittiest, like, stupidest guy ever. And he's a stupid guy. And he's stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we move into, a good game 2 here.
Yeah, game 2 ends up a bit closer. But I still, it's like, the number 1 thing is that Screamtail is so hard for my team to deal with. And, like, you see the Mawile in front of you, and you're like, oh, well, Mawile easily does that. Hey, guess what move I forgot because I wanted to run Brick Break for Gambit? But yeah, I immediately start going for Mr. Bucket. Hey, I am Mr. Bucket. What the fuck, Mr. Bucket? But
yeah, and that's a Scarf individual. It's a Scarfed character.
Yeah, I probably should have seen that coming, but I got greedy.
That -2 Draco does 1 billion damage.
Yeah, Cloister's Spadef sucks. I knew it would live, but I was hoping it would live by more. And this is the ultimate like sucker gameplay.
Trying to play that. Yeah, I'm trying to play the sucker punch mix up. Doesn't quite work out, but happens. Brick Break is jack shit. It really hurts to see Mega Mawile doing less than like 50% in any hit.
Yeah. Oh, and that hurt. That hurt. The sucker not killing.
Yeah. Now that worked for you, it gets kind of set up, but it gets toxic. Like, cause, like, yeah. Obviously more in quick ball there. Yeah. Just like quivers again real quick, but like it's toxic. It's hard to break this fucker. You're not out damaging the Wish Protect. You just kind of gotta take the sec.
And then just the last 2 months I have can't do shit.
Yep, it's this fucking the Psychic Fangs like breaks the fucking screen. At least you used to get the Encore up. So it kind of has to leave. But and then the honestly the damage is decent on the Moonblast there, but. Yeah, like...
My only hope here really was that Moonblast would just, like, inexplicably get a special attack drop. I mean, it would still have Psychic Fangs, but it was really all I could do at this point.
Yeah, Liam gets a high roll and kills. And then, yeah, Ninetales just kind of gotta, like, sit here and... Fucking, I do like this just intentional slowing down the end of the game for no fucking reason. I do think it's funny.
It's what I was born to do. Honestly, my biggest problem throughout this entire thing, I should have just gone full stall. I should have been like an asshole. My way of playing Pokemon is two extremes. I either have to be the slowest gamer ever, making the game last like 100 turns for no fucking reason, or it has to end in like 15. That's how I play Pokemon. It has to be one or the other. I can't take this like in between. So this was a team I mostly like. Faye kind of helped me, like, get the general idea for who would be on here, but for the most part, it was, like, the sets and, like, the items and the EVs were all me. And honestly, I am kind of proud a little bit of what I cooked up, because it's like, listen, it didn't work, but I think it's better than I was cooking up earlier in the league. I feel like I put in, like, a bigger... like, effort here, and I, like, understood more deeply. Like, these aren't just, like, default-ass EV spreads. These are EV spreads that I specifically planned out. Now, if you asked me what I planned them out for, I couldn't fucking tell you. Okay? I'm gonna keep it real. I think this was to outspeed Screamtail, which is, like, now that I think about it, like, why the fuck did I care about that? I don't know what the fuck that was on my mind. This, I don't know. I don't know about this one. The Cloister, this is the fixed Cloister. This is not the Cloister that sucked.
Yeah.
Mawile was just like, this one's pretty standard. This one's pretty standard, except I ran Brick Break for Gambit. I mean, I ran Drill Run on Cloister for Gambit as well, which is, like, honestly not that weird, because it's like, what the fuck else are you gonna use Cloister's 4th move for? What the fuck? What the fuck do I need that for? Aside from like kill Gambit, I over prepared for Gambit. I really did. I had Annihilate for Rotom. I'm actually quite happy with this Annihilate, even though the matchup didn't really happen. That Stone Edge was tricky. I like EV'd it in a way where like Annihilate didn't really get scared by like Overheat at all. So let me get my normal music playlist playing. Hazel's Gambit has done the least any King Gambit has done in Pokemon history. Like, actually. Like,
No, it hasn't. It's not even true.
My fucking
It's
brain.
not even, yeah.
I'm, like, so programmed, like, I need to come up with a million counters for Gambit because it's literally the most popular guy in OU right now.
Oh, he also literally, like Hazel said, he has been mental damage. Like, that is the power of Gambit, is like, he's just not, like, everybody has made their team, like, slightly worse in fear of Gambit. Like, that is the power of it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you never want to get hit by a Gambit Sucker Punch, basically, ever. I mean, it probably doesn't hit as hard as Mawile Sucker Punch, but Gambit takes a lot more hits than Mawile does. Yeah. Gambit is a significantly bulkier guy. The punching glove when I only had one punching move is funny. I think that's funny. I mean, like, what the like, I probably could have run, like, leftovers or something, maybe given Annihilate more survivability, but, like, I wanted 1.1 extra damage on Drain Punch.
Yeah.
I needed it. And then Oricorio was, like, max Spadef, because I wasn't really considering Oricorio as, like, a sweeper. And, like, honestly, maybe I should've. Because maybe some of those rolls would have been much better if I was running any special attack on Oricorio. Oricorio might have just, like, fucking died, though. +5 Supreme Overlord Gambit Sucker definitely does more than Mawile.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, like, also, Mawile is cuter, though. Have you considered that? I bet you didn't consider that, and, like, you know, that's on you. But yeah, these were, like, this is, like, a team that is, like, it's fine. It's fine. I needed, like, Iron Head to take out, fucking Screamtail, though. That's really the big problem, is I didn't have anything to kill Screamtail, so it just, like, sat on my team, because that bitch is fat.
Yeah. Yeah, like, in retrospect, it probably should have just been, like, Play Rough was probably enough for Gambit, like, at least to threaten it, like...
Yeah.
Even if you're not killing it, like, you're threatening it. It doesn't want to take the Play Roughs.
Yeah.
This is wearing a Mega Wawa shirt as we speak.
Yeah, but, like...
Dude, that's right. Dude, Hazel's fucking homies with Mega Mawile. It's a fucking double agent. That's why that Sucker Punch didn't kill.
You're right. You're right. Can we actually, like, can we just ban Hazel from the tournament and
get
me back in there?
Can we do an investigation into collusion?
Yeah, hold on.
Like, yeah. I'm getting my army on it. My army guys. All my army guys. I have over 100 army guys yet to be revealed.
And we just got news. We just got news.
Yeah.
I just looked up she cheated. I got this, like, YouTube thumbnail with impact font.
Dude. What a badass thumbnail.
This is from a channel called Alpha M. Also, and it like the description has a BetterHelp link. Hazel is not innocent. Stop the count. Stop the count. Anyways, Hazel. Get Hazel up here to talk about Hazel's team.
Yeah, Hazel would probably. I think Hazel would probably do a good job talking about Hazel's team.
Also, don't forget, we gotta put the you wanted the 7-minute timer up.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, I'll do it internally. I'll do it on my end. I'm not scaring people. I don't want to scare people too much.
Wait, what?
I'm just going to. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep things in check. I'm gonna keep things in order. Let's talk about this.
So I've got Scarf Hydreigon for exactly what it did. That thing did its job. God, I feel like there were a couple of plays that I wanted to talk about. And I feel like I need to be like here during the replay because I keep forgetting like what comments I had. But yeah, I guess just going through my team. I mean, yeah, I mean, this thing had fire. This thing, Hydreigon's set went through a few iterations. It didn't have Fire Blast until I remembered that Mawile existed, and I wanted to kill the fuck out of that thing because it's scary. And yeah, Mawile would love to be in a choice lock out against a choice locked Hydreigon. So yeah, having that Fire Blast to hedge, or like, you know, if it's revenge killing a low health Excalibur,
Yeah.
then it can just do that so that Mawile can't just come in for free. Although Mawile did come in for free a few times, but then Skarmory just roared it out because it can do that.
Yeah.
I was not expecting. We talked about this a little bit before. I was not expecting fast Mawile.
Yeah.
I literally just did that because I did not want there to be any chance that Gambit could outspeed. That was that was literally. I'm telling you that Gambit is like so fucking scary to me.
But I mean, it made the Skarmory matchup better. So
Yeah. It was a good idea.
yeah, I think that was definitely real.
Thank you.
Keldeo had Aura Sphere as well as Sacred Sword. I can't remember the reasoning right now that Sacred Sword was still there.
Yeah, wait, that's Sacred Sword, not Secret Sword, bro.
Oh my god.
Dude, you made an error.
Wait, no, oh my god, I swear to god, I like almost did the wrong one and then corrected myself. But then how is it the wrong one again? Wait.
I don't know. Like
Unless
Sledge Bishop.
is that an old paste? No, it's Sacred Sword. What the fuck? No, I hate that shit. They should not have made those two moves named that.
I believe that it was for like there was a dubious little creature that was
What's on Morgan's roster?
Yeah, it was just that Secret Sword was like not killing things in snow.
Well, no. Well,
like,
yeah, Aura Sphere was.
But like then,
there,
yeah,
Aura Sphere was there because of Cloister mostly. s-
But like it was
Secret
also for Bex. But then no, Secret Sword was for Slowking because Slowking actually couldn't wall it.
Oh right, yeah,
Yeah.
because this ended up being a combined sort of guy.
Yeah, at like +2, Slowking was killing. It was killing. It was like 2 killing Slowking.
That's awesome. Yeah, I totally forgot
Yeah.
about that whole thing. Yeah, yeah, because Keldeo, it's it's an interesting creature because it's good, but it just doesn't get moves.
Yeah.
Its only special coverage options are like Air Slash and Icy Wind.
Yeah.
It's it's a little insane. It does like it gets all the nice physical coverage that the rest of the Swords of Justice do. Like it gets Mega Horn, which would be beautiful in a lot of situations. It gets some other shit, but on the special side, it's kind of slim pickings.
Okay. Wait. Sorry. Let's keep this moving. You got.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Screamtail, is Screamtail. It had Psychic Fangs for the Aurora Veil, which it got rid of many times throughout those two games. For special attack was something that we were looking at before. It just spends only 4 EVs to make the roll against Great Tusk better. So like, why the hell not? Yeah, Rotom, Defog, and Toxic. Defog, yeah, it's the Hazard Clear. It's also a secondary Aurora Veil check, which also came into play. So yeah, between those two guys, just like Aurora Veil, I got around it quite. Yeah, I didn't need to run Brick Break on King Gambit.
Yeah.
Toxic for Skeledirge mostly, but worked out extremely well against.
Yeah. But also Vex, like you don't want to give it the attack boost.
Yeah. There were no Will-O-Wisp targets, that I couldn't just kill with Overheat.
Yeah.
That being Mawile.
Yeah. And then
and like Rev of Room and Orthworm, I guess.
Yeah.
Talking shit on my car.
Okay. Checking out your car. King Gambit ended up with Lumberry.
Yeah.
Just to get like the possibilities of, like Scald Burns from Slowkings, Hypnosis from Ninetales, Will-O-Wisp from Skeledirge, whatever. Just makes it more comfortable, and it's a very flexible item slot because King Gambit is just so strong already. So and also wants to use all of its moves.
Yeah, like I don't know,
I
being
think it
able
was
to 1v1
at first.
being able to 1v1 it was Muscle Band.
Oh yeah.
Being able to 1v1 Dirge just is so strong, like
yeah.
And that like that just makes Lum worth it.
Yeah, that's what the speed is for as well. Yeah, I could not tell you what the Screamtail. I forgot about all the numbers here. I could not tell you what the Screamtail numbers were for. I know for a fact that Rotom numbers are completely arbitrary. It's just like
slid it around. Slid the sliders
around. Because that special defense amount. That's the same amount of. That's right. That's the same amount of defense it had last game, and I was just like, oh well, why physical defense? I want special defense for a better like Oricorio and Skeledirge matchup. And then I realized once the two Pokemon was out was that the defense was probably for Mawile Sucker Punch.
Yeah,
Because that was definitely a roll.
Yeah. And then
Skarmory was Skarmory.
Extremely conventional Skarmory, yeah.
I have brought basically the same Skarmory every single time.
Yeah, it's if it ain't broke.
Yep.
But yeah. Alright, I'm gonna fucking like
yeah, we get to go on to another ability gaff.
Yeah, I'm gonna bench you for a moment and then we're gonna
Okay.
we're gonna open up another toy. We're gonna open up me versus Hazel, which is a different game for Pokemon.
Sorry.
She fucking beat it. We're not doing this one. We're not doing this one.
I thought I was on the Sauzels sheet. I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry. Okay. Jeez.
Okay. All right. Explodes you with my mind.
All right. All right.
Baby
bomb.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Fuck. I don't even know what order these matches are in. I just open them up. This is we can't do any more.
Do it one at a time. Do it one at a time. Just do it one at a time. Yeah. Are we playing? I guess we should play Hazel's Theme. I have another match going. I have another match. Wait, no. We'll hear your. We'll hear. Wait. Yeah. Let's play Hazel's Theme. Even though, or wait, we'll play Hazel's Theme for the game she won. Never mind.
Okay.
Fuck. I'm so confused. I'm all over the place. Don't worry about it. Smiles and grins. If this song is too annoying for everybody in the chat, I'm sorry. I polled people and they said it was okay. Everybody said it was okay.
Well, here's my bid. If anybody in chat has a problem with it, fuck off.
Yeah, so I brought the exact same Broserate set to this game as last time, and it immediately starts putting numbers on the screen. I do have to sack Rotom here. That U-turn does kind of a lot, actually. I mean, not that much. But yeah. Quick S-ball there. I switched into the Caesar because I'm fucking like scared. And then I know the Fire Blast is coming, so Tyrantrum comes in. My new trade, and then Head Smash does 65% to Skarmory, and then it does 73% to Keldeo.
Holy shit!
I love Tyrantrum.
This guy don't give a fuck.
Yeah. The Giga Drain comes up, the Poison lets me just Giga Drain again. Grab the health. They have to kind of switch back out again. The Volt is a decent amount of chip. I know that the Keldeo Scarf and is faster than me. I switch into the Rose, and then the Air Slash Mish makes Hazel not a happy camper.
I'm calling for a best of 3 on this shit. Damn, turn 16. There were like one Pokemon dead on each side.
Yeah. And then yeah. My fucking Landorus gets burned by knock off these leftovers. And then I don't die to the overheat because I was like EV to like not die to overheats, and then I get rocks up, and then it just you turn out because you gotta.
Lando does his thing.
Tyrantrum just comes back in, just clicks the funny button, clicks the big dopamine button. I am forced out because of the fear of the beast. Protect happens, and then I click the button more because like the thing about like positioning a Roserade in this matchup is just it just fucking does stuff. It just kills stuff. I switch into another Fire Blast here because I just know it's coming. And then I just fucking I click the button again.
Tyrantrum's favorite button.
I literally said like, "Who's this sack?" in the chat. I get air/crit, which kind of sucks, but whatever. I SD on this, and then I actually SD again because I want to be able to kill the Hydreigon. Eve does refer to me as a greedy individual in the chat for doing this.
And just a little bit while you're
Doing that
getting
route.
hit by a move with flinch chance.
But I don't care, and then the bullet punch kills the Hydreigon. So yeah. What was the toxic chat message? Oh yeah, and then we have a whole debate on if there was hacks or not. If I hacked Hazel enough, there's a debate. I still believe I'm innocent. I accepted the best of 3 anyways to be a good sport. But yeah, and then so I want you guys to imagine if you want to get the sack is toxic. I think it's just funny. So fuck you.
I think, like, here's my take. It's just a game. Why you have to be mad?
But
I think it's funny to have this debate because literally both times that like people wanted a best of 3 with me, it was because it was funny because it was just because I sucked and they were like, no, you gotta do it again, and I was like, okay, smiles.
I mean, I wasn't that mad. We debated a little because I was like, whatever. But like then I agreed to it eventually. But we did watch Clifford first. So if you want the full experience of this, you can open up the sheet later and you can watch that replay, and then you can watch the 1994 film Clifford, and then you can go back and watch games 2 and 3. This is Hazel's new playoff theme.
Let's get game 2 right up.
Yeah. So this game is a good example of how important leads are, because I led with the Tyrantrum and it completely made me lose the game. Like this is a Specs Hydreigon, and I just don't fucking have anything for it at all. Like I have jack shit. I have to fucking just like I like do the stupid dance. Like just losing one turn of like Switch initiative can really fuck you over in this game of Mons that we love so dearly. This Serena is still it does block the sleep powder. I was reading the Scarm Switch, but I did take an axle there.
Triple axle is crazy.
That sucks.
Holy shit.
I bring in Blaze, but obviously, like, you know, it's whatever. I was like overheating for the potential Hydreigon switch, but I just I bring in Caesar, and I just like, and I double into Rotom to just try to get something going. I Volt on this, and then it's like cool, I've now Volt switched on this, like I don't fucking have anything I can do against it. So I just die to the Draco. I do Roost on this, and then defog away the stuff, does Spike on me, or whatever. If what happens, I'm 30 speed IV Rotom Watch to whatever, but to for that specific situation when we're both full switching in front of each other. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Like I get Draco'd. I like SD twice for like no fucking reason. I get Whirlwinded because like overheat miss because like of course, and yeah, just Just die to some dark pulses here. The bullet punch is not quite enough.
Hazel should have been like, "Who's your sack?" during this match.
I agree.
That would have been funny.
But yeah, we went to game 3 now, and yeah.
Oh wait, I still have it open.
We're the theme song. We're the theme song switchers now. Nowadays, we're going between all kinds of theme songs. This time I lead Lando, and I just and then Hazel hedges on a fire blast that misses, and then I knock off the specs, which makes the game a lot better for me. Yeah, again, my cool volt switch speed tech comes into play. Actually, it doesn't. Never mind. That's the plot. And then I like fucking die. So that kind of sucks. But hey, Roserade's position now. Roserade can click a button now, and it's Sleep Powder, baby. Woo! I get the position Tyrantrum now. I know that the Willow is coming, so I double the Bliss. I just get a Shadow Ball real quick. The Foul Play does a lot, because Bliss Cephalon, as we've established, has like 127 physical attack. Block the Volt. Get rocks up. RQ. U-turn out, which actually does a lot. And then I bring in Caesar because I figure I can threaten the Bullet Punch KO. And instead of just threatening it, I just go for it. Like, fuck it. The Flamethrower honestly still does a lot. I take the Air Slash, which I really shouldn't have done, but whatever. We just start switching around.
Start playing a little bit of Pokemon footsies, as it were.
Yeah. I do eventually get the Shadow Ball there, which
Shadow
is
Ball.
scary as fuck, but it's a Scarf Keldeo, so I need to leave. Keldeo's 1 point faster than Blacephalon. I get a Hydro Pump miss, and then I misclick Swords Dance. But I thankfully don't die. And then I get another Hydro Pump miss, which I think this was more hacks than anything in game 1, but it's whatever. I literally like lost the game if that didn't happen to me. And then the bringing the Lando, just take a fucking overheat real quick. I died at a foul play. Shadow Ball doesn't quite kill. I do have to take the foul play. Death. I like calced for like 5 years to figure out if I would die to an overheat there, and I figured out I wouldn't, and then I remembered I was faster anyways. I do eat an Axle there, but it's fine. I bring in Tyrantrum because I figure out that the fucking Axle I think won't kill, or that I'm faster. It's one of the two. I can't remember. But that actually wasn't Queenly Majesty, so I could have bullet punched the whole time. That was the ability blunder Hazel was talking about. I SD on this fucking arm, and I don't really know why.
For fun.
But like the Whirlwind brings in the Tyrantrum, so it's like okay, cool, head smash. and then I actually just miss. Thankfully this is not body press Scarm, but I just miss head smash, and then I miss head smash again.
trying so hard.
Well, I get it, finally. But yeah. So I guess I'll talk about my team first, real quick. Yeah, so this was, literally the exact rose rates that I brought, last time, which Hazel was telling me after the match, like, man, there's no way she'll bring the exact same rose rate, right? Idiot. Yeah, I honestly should have messed with it a little more. I probably should have had a little more special bulk or something, but it was kind of like spread thin in terms of EVs, so I don't know. It's a little hard.
The thing is that it worked.
It did its job. It was good. I just wish I wasn't dying to those Keldeo air slashes so hard, but it was okay. Yeah. Giga instead of Energy Ball for longevity. I think everybody likes Giga more than Energy Ball. Fuck Energy Ball, man.
You're not rocking with me?
I hate energy. Bruh.
Fuck you.
I'm the energy hater of the world.
Well, Giga Drain is better, to be fair.
Yeah. And then Rotom is pretty normal. Is Discharge Nasty Plot for... Actually, why did I say it's not very normal? It actually is weird. Never mind. It's weird for like 5 reasons. What am I talking about, dude? It's okay. So it's like this bulk spread was for something. I don't remember what exactly. And then I was 30 speed, so that as I said, I was so that if I was in against the other Rotom would Volt Switch first. Now I get like Switch Initiative, which was nice. I like that. Hazel said, "Why would you do that? That's stupid. You should have been faster. It would have been better." But I didn't agree with.
I also don't agree with that. I think the slow switches are better.
I didn't agree with her.
Because it's like, then I get to know your switch.
Tyrantrum, oh yeah, and yeah, I was discharging Nasty Plot because, if I, like, forced something out, I could, Nasty Plot on it, and then I could, like, threaten, Storm more and stuff. So yeah, it was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
But then you get damage on Rotom Wash? How much do you think that Volt Switch does?
The water, you resist the fucking Volt Switch, and you fucking take, and like you have fucking Hydro Pump switches. Fuck you. Anyways,
wait, yeah, you resist Volt Switch. So
you literally had Hydro Pump on fucking. You literally had fucking like a Soul Vest Sarina on this team, and you were like, oh, that's a spoiler, but and then you were like, dude, I don't want to take these Hydro Pumps.
Honestly,
right.
I just love being toxic mostly.
Anyways, sorry about that, gamers at home. This Tyrantrum was a button clicker. It had 3 moves that don't matter and Head Smash. I was like, Hazel thought I wouldn't bring Tyrantrum, so didn't bring like any Head Smash switch-ins. Even if she had brought a Head Smash switch-in, King Gambit, I could have clicked Close Combat on a Gambit switch prediction. So that's pretty cool. Psychic Fangs was for like fucking like it wasn't really like, it was just kind of there. It's like I need 4 moves, I guess. It was there for like Toxicroak because it's a 4 times weakness, I guess. Toxicroak would definitely die to Head Smash anyways. And then the Outrage was for like the like Hydreigon. Like if like Screamtail was dead, then like I could really press buttons as much as I want. I could just like go. I could just go for a Bandit Outrage, just kill everything. 88 speed was like speed creeping. Like I think it was like speed creeping like Max Gambit probably, because I didn't want to get like Iron Headed. Something like that. Caesar had a funny spread that I don't remember all the particulars of, other than I like was so like paranoid about Fire Blast Screamtail that I EV'd my fucking Caesar to live like max special attack Screamtail Fire Blast, which is crazy. I don't know why I did that. And then the 40 attack was like to hit some threshold for like it was, I think it was so that SD would SD like +2 bullet punch would Oko Screamtail. I just really wanted to fuck with Screamtail on this Caesar, really. And then I defog it was defogged because of the fact that Screamtail is like the main like rock setter. So I'm like forcing out Screamtail and defog it, which is nice. And then Blaze is extremely normal. Really, really normal. I was just ready to accept that it might just die if Gambit got brought, but I was also like ready to just call Hazel's bluff and just be like, this isn't gonna be fucking Gambit. Hazel hates bringing good Pokemon. And then so I just brought Blaze anyways, since it's cheap against the rest of the team. And then it was a pretty normal bulky Lando. I think this 28 Spadef was the like hit 28 Spadef and relaxed like for the like special for yeah, like 28 Spadef was for it was for some threshold. That was 0 speed, so I'd be a slower pivot. I love slow pivoting. We love slow pivot moves here. And the slow pivot moves were good because they brought in Tyrantrum a lot of times. I like Tyrantrum. Yeah, that's basically it. I thought this was a pretty beast team. I think Tyrantrum's awesome. I think he's one of the best guys in the biz. Let's bring Hazel in here, and I need to go grab. There's dinner downstairs, so I'm gonna go grab that. I'm gonna grab my plate. So I'll let Hazel talk about this stuff, and I'll like I don't know. I'll like tune into the stream on my phone or something.
Alright, Hazel, now's
Hi.
your chance. You can be as toxic as you want, and Sienna can't say anything back.
Killer. Yeah, I think here is where I like probably finally say interesting things when I'm talking about my team. There are a few things that I'm gonna say are like team builder errors because I was considering going for something else. Like I almost brought Safety Goggles on Skarmory and Fire Blast on Screamtail, and those would have made the games go much better for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's like the one point where Sienna was talking about. Like, I was thinking, it's like I don't think it's gonna be the same Rose Raid. So I'm because she's gonna be like because she knew that Safety Goggles Skarmory was an option. And so I thought her big prank was gonna be, I'm gonna force her to bring Safety Goggles Skarmory and then make it entirely pointless. So, but the prank ended up being it was the same exact Roserade.
You literally, like...
I fell into like a double trap.
Literally.
Screamtail should have been Fire Blast. I think it should have been Fire Blast. I did click Protect a few times, and it was kind of nice for like scouting what. I mean, I scouted what Blacephalon was up to, and then I just stayed in anyway, and got the wish up. So I could have just gotten the wish up. I might have just been scouting for Trick though.
Yeah.
And also it let me get the like I kind of liked that play for myself. I clicked Protect on the Sludge Bomb and then like got the information that the next move definitely would not be Sludge Bomb.
Yeah.
From that, she would definitely switch up to Sleep Powder so I could get the triple axle Starina in safely.
Yeah, the triple axle Serena kind of went crazy.
Yeah, I liked this set of moves and assault vest that I put on Serena, I hate the way I built it. I built this thing terribly. It should have been bulkier. Absolutely. It should not have been 252 plus. I'm going to paste some numbers into chat for why it ended up being 252 plus. Because this just was the fucking... Oh, where'd it go? Oh, it wasn't in this chat. Hold on. I'm lost.
You'll find it.
I'm lost in the desert right now.
Because if you don't find it, unfortunately, we have to put you in the dunk tank.
Yeah, that's kind of true. There we go. So that's a number that made me laugh a lot.
Okay, to be fair, that is a good number.
Yeah. But, like, after the match, I was just, like, sitting thinking about that. I was like, why would that happen?
Honestly,
Right.
like, yeah. I mean, like, all it would need to do is,
I could, like, be in on a Shadow Ball, right? And tank it because I'm Assault Vest, or Sienna could just think, like, oh, I can switch in on a resisted Power Rip, and then die. But that's a pipe dream. Like, Blacephalon is not gonna come in on any offensive move that isn't like a guaranteed normal or fighting type move.
Yeah.
Triple Axle 252 plus also did over 50% on Blacephalon. So after 2 rounds of Stealth Rocket would have killed, which is hilarious. But
Yeah,
no, it should have been bulkier. It should have been bulky enough to eat a sludge bomb and take less than 50% from it. It should have also trained in the mountains so it doesn't get poisoned by sludge bombs. Which it did in 2 games of the best of 3. As for the rest of my team, Keldeo was Choice Scarf because it's 1 base speed point above Blacephalon. Which is just a beautiful thing to be able to bring against Sienna. And also just like Water and Fighting does it has not a lot of switch-ins on Sienna's team except for Roserade, which I brought Air Slash for.
Yeah.
And that did work except for when it missed. And also Hydro Pump did work except for when it fucking missed twice.
Yeah, the secret they don't tell you about Keldeo is that you have to be a lucky gamer to use it.
Yeah. It hasn't been to the optometrist in a while.
Any Pokemon that you have to run Hydro on is automatically, like, a little bit of a risky guy.
Hydro is usually kind to me. 80% is, like, not bad, but today, or not today, whenever the fuck I played, Sunday it was not. Skarmory is Skarmory again. I brought Whirlwind instead of... Because I like, decided to start bringing Roar because that's what gamers do, right? They also blow sometimes, but they do tend to roar. But this time I brought Whirlwind because Soundproof Komodo was a possibility.
Yeah.
Which is just like a hilarious, like, 50-50. Not a 50-50, but like... Yeah. Although, yeah, Komodo ability against me is, like, weird. There isn't a lot that any of the 3 do and also Screamtail exists. So, Hydreigon with specs, that did a lot of work. You saw how much work that fucking did.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they hadn't been knocked off. In the third game, I really thought that was gonna be a scissor switch. I really thought like Lando was gonna be a mistake because she thought I wasn't gonna lead Hydreigon 3 times in a row. But I led Hydreigon 3 times in a row. Cause like clicking Draco Meteor turn 1 is so funny.
It really is.
It did more than half to everything. That was my head smash. The
folly though, the folly of the Draco Meteor though is that it's not nearly as spammable.
No, yeah. Although a second one can do 88% versus a Cloyster, so.
Well, you're not wrong, but that's a low blow. Honestly, like
I'm sorry.
He just came out. He just came out as gay. He just came out as gay, and you're talking about his shit special defense. Like it's inappropriate.
Oh my god. Yeah, you actually have 2 guys that can't take a second Draco Meteor. You had your Cloyster and you had your Skeledirge because Unaware ignores Draco drops.
Very true. Well, it's okay. If I brought Dirge, there was no way I was gonna like think in my mind, you know who would be great to bring Dirge out against? You know who he would have a great time fighting?
The strong dark type. Let's go. Rotom, it was max speed to outspeed, I guess, Komo, just because why the hell not?
Yeah.
Could burn it. If it goes physical, it gets burned. If it was special, then Screamtail can't do anything, or it can't do anything against Screamtail ever. So, that's fine. And it was foul play for exactly what foul play did, because it does 1 billion against Blacephalon. It has base 127 attack.
I really liked the foul play tech against that police.
I'm also generally becoming a fan of foul play Rotom Heat because it lets me do something after I click Overheat.
Yeah.
And if there's like a non-wispable target in front of me. I think I was also, I was a little upset after the first game, partially because I was happy about like a lot of the things I brought. But I was also unhappy about like God, that this Tsarina EVs suck. It just sucks. But the moves are so good.
Yeah, Serena avoids the faith of a Hulk toilet.
It's a half Hulk toilet. Yeah,
it's like a Hulk bidet.
Yeah, I really should have clicked Rapid Spin at the end of the last game to outspeed the Tyrantrum. But and also, oh yeah, I forgot to like say. Yeah, not that bad.
You've gotten the word from WAFFLOES.
If you direct your attention to Tsarina's ability, that was a devastating blunder. Because if you go back to Sienna's team, and look at Scizor, it only had Bullet Punch as an attack. So I could have literally just, if it was Queenly Majesty, I could have just brought out Tsarina for absolutely free every time Scizor was on the field.
Yeah. Like, literally, especially because you were playing best of 3, like, you could have, like, known at some point.
I am not sure if I rewind in time, I'm not sure if I, like, noticed it was only Bullet Punch, because sometimes I Especially when, when I get tilted like that. I like, don't slow down and think, okay, what's been revealed and what's in the remaining slots.
Yeah.
And that's a skill issue for sure. I mentioned this in the chat. In the first game, I misread how much Fire Blast did to Tyrantrum. I thought it did. I had the number 26 in my brain when it was 21% damage. I thought Fire Blast was going to be 2-hit KO on the switch in. Otherwise, I definitely would have clicked Fire Blast and not had to have taken like 3 more head smashes. But I don't know. Overall, there were good games. The last one ended up very close, which was really fun. We both had our sweeps. I like Pokemon.
You beat me at least. You beat me at least. You secured me being killed, so you should be proud of that.
I did take one name. Yep. This couple of weeks. I feel like I still have a chance of at least grand finals.
Oh no, definitely. I mean, you're and this is not me just like jerking you off here. Like, you are one of the strongest players in the league, I think. You are
thank you.
You might be the strongest, but I could not be sure of that because you have different strengths than a lot of the other strongest players.
Yeah, Sienna's good at this game.
Yes.
I don't think it is a huge blow to my credibility that I lost to Sienna in playoffs here.
Oh, absolutely not.
But yeah, I have to beat the other person who beat me in qualifiers and then Eve.
Yeah.
Who I won against before, but it was close, and Eve is good.
Yeah.
I have I'm back though, and I have chicken plus potatoes BTW. So.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that game hasn't happened yet, huh? Yeah. I do have to beat Eve or WAFFLOES. And WAFFLOES is absolutely such a wild card. That would be. I think. But it's like such a coin flip whether we get WAFFLOES at full power or WAFFLOES at Hulk toilet power. So yeah, I think anything could happen in WAFFLOES next game or two.
Yeah.
Well, WAFFLOES better win because WAFFLOES is the heir to my throne.
I think speaking of WAFFLOES next game or two. Well, for one, Hazel, thank you for your time. Gamer. Yeah. And for two, I think we should move into, I guess, yeah, me versus WAFFLOES, and then you versus WAFFLOES. So. Yeah. Let's pull it up.
I got it.
I need more bullets.
Sorry, I still have Canada EAS Alarm 2023 pulled up.
Oh. Yeah, so I do lead Crawdont here, and then despite this being a intimidated Crawdont clicking knockoff on something holding a Z crystal, it does 47%.
Crawdont is so
Crawdont.
fucked up.
I love Crawdont. I get a quick 53% U-turn here. Absorb the T-Whiv onto Lando and get my rocks up. I do get tricked in Iron Ball though.
What the hell does Iron Ball even do?
I won't say anything.
I don't even know what that item is.
Weavile comes in, and Ice Shard is enough to kill here. That crit didn't matter, for the record. Well, maybe it did, but I don't think it did. Spore. And we have the Terrablast Pixelate Sylveon, which is pretty fire tech. Just trying to burn more sleep turns here. The Chomp comes in, and here's the fucking Iron Ball payoff. I stay in on the sleep because I'm like, what's it gonna do to me?
Oh, and then... that's holy shit.
Yeah, but now unfortunately, something has to get hit by Triple Axel, by Banded Triple Axel. So sorry.
Yeah, the poor Hulk toilet getting flushed. Honestly, I gotta be honest at this point. I think Hulk Toilet is my favorite Pokemon in the whole league.
Switch out of the Mach Punch, the most obvious Mach Punch ever. And I just also WAFFLOES can no longer click Pursuit, so the name is meaningless. I'm gonna click Flamethrower up. I just click Flamethrower on the Chomp because, like, yeah, might as well. I take the Scale Shot, but like wall versus Ice Shard range. And then actually lol, this is also Ice Shard range.
Wow.
And then it is Bullet Punch range. Yeah, this is an extremely conventional Blaze. It's just normal. I didn't have anything special. It's anytime I consider bringing something that isn't Scarf Blaze with Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, Trick, and fourth move, I change my mind and I don't do that. Basically. What the fuck are you doing?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
My favorite fruit is blueberries, by the way. Personally, but I like blueberry. Okay, this might be controversial, chat, but I like blueberries when they're kind of sour, when they're kind of small and kind of sour. I don't like it when they're really big and plump and they kind of just like pop in your, like deflate in your mouth. I don't like that texture really.
Oh fuck, we haven't been doing favorite mons today.
I like blueberries that really snap in your mouth that are sour. And yeah, that's in my opinion. I think that's when they're kind of out of season, but I don't care. That's what I like.
Okay, hold on.
That's my feelings on blueberry.
I have to tell everybody's. I have to give everybody's favorite mons first. Sorry, I forgot. I forgot. My favorite Pokemon that Sienna brought against Hazel, Tyrantrum, because Head Smash funny as fuck. Head Smash is just too funny. My favorite Pokemon that Hazel brought against me, probably Screamtail, just because, man, that dude really did fuck me up. I gotta put some hashtag respect, because he fucked me up. Sorry for opening Canada EAS alarm again. I'm not closing it. I'm not giving my own team a favorite because that's bias, but I can tell you that my least favorite was the shitty, fucking, stupid, doo-doo, dumbass Cloyster who sucks and is going to hell.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
Okay. This is a very normal choice band Weavile. Low kick for like Ice Shard is like pretty necessary, so I don't get fucking owned by Skill Shot Garchomp. I like needed Weavile on this team basically, so I didn't lose the Skill Shot Garchomp. And low kick hits Mega Tyranitar. It does a lot of damage, and that's basically it. This is a really normal Caesar. It's Spadef. It was for some. It was I believe it was to like live like mystical fires from. I believe this was like SD like +2 +2 bullet points was like Okoing Sylveon, and then with the Spadef I was like living like a mystical fire, like +1 mystical fire. I don't. This is just a Lando. I don't care. This is normal. It doesn't matter. It's U-turn and it's like defog because yeah. I had enough knockoff clickers. I didn't need knockoff. It's defog. This is Crawdaunt. He clicked one button the entire game, but it's okay. It was pretty good. It was pretty funny. No, it's just Crawdaunt. Close combat for Tyranitar, and then I was speed creeping like uninvested Tyranitar. And then I had the soundproof sub-select belly drum Komoa, which didn't come out, but like I actually would have gotten pwned by WAFFLOES for bringing the who brought the fucking Pixelate Hyper Voice or Pixelate fucking Pixelate Terra Blast to beat soundproof Komoa, which is crazy. And it was Terra Blast and Hyper Voice, which is the crazy part. But that, like, my idea was to set up on the Sylveon, but I would have lost. I would have lost. Also, I named it Scale Ripper, which is after a Cliff from Guilty Gear move, but it was also so that I would attempt to trick my opponent into thinking it was Scale Shot. That's all. It wouldn't have worked, but it didn't have to come out anyways, because Weavile was the GOAT. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, my favorite guy definitely is the Weavile. The Hobbit.
The Hobbit himself.
He kind of was the GOAT.
Alright, put Waffles in here.
Bro, they're making a Winnie the Pooh roguelike where he's like a parasite.
Can you play that game on stream right now?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I just gotta get it downloading real quick.
Here we go, yeah.
They were playing the Winnie the Pooh roguelike.
You didn't watch this download the whole time.
Yeah. Well, anyways, tell us about your team.
What the this... Okay. I don't feel too bad about this team. I feel bad that I had to fight both Banded, Crawdon, and Weavile on the same team. It's so tough. It's so tough. I brought the same Gyarados set from last time, but with I think with Earthquake instead of D-Dance. Because as funny as Double Dance was, I think the more coverage is more useful. I should have just popped it early instead of saving it, because I was not going to switch in another fucking Crawdon. Like, that's ridiculous. That's not happening. Yeah, I had the Trick Iron Ball on a Glow King for the Lando, or for the Rotom. But it didn't really get to come out, because I couldn't really set up for like a Scale Shot sweep with Weavile out. I think, yeah, I had Breloom with Life Orbs because I wanted to like do a bunch of damage on like whatever like switched it on the Mach Punch.
Yeah.
Aerial Ace for the Como in case that was coming in, I guess, on the Mach Punch. Hulk Toilet, I believe Fire Blast was for which character on Sienna's team? Scizor, yeah, Scizor. I don't think it would have killed, but would have chunked it. And yeah, the Sylveon Terra Blast, I'm pretty happy about that. Choice works really well on Sylveon, I've noticed. I ran Specs last time, but and I chunked the Melmetal, but this time didn't get to do as much. Not too much to say about this team. Nothing too crazy happening. Just my regular shenanigans, like normal dumb shit, you know. Sienna's fucking got a tough ass roster to fight. What's your favorite guy in this team, Morgan? What are we feeling?
Dr. Krygor with the Iron Ball is so genius. Honestly,
That's awesome.
you didn't win the battle, but you won my heart with the Iron Ball shenanigans. That was so good.
I wish you got Gravity, because the last time I fought Sienna, I was gonna bring that. But
I was excited. I was like fucking. The Iron Ball was like, I was like excited when I got the Iron Ball trick, because I was like, yo, my U-turn's gonna be so slow now. Yo, let's fucking go. And I like forgot what Iron Ball did, other than making me slow.
everyone forgets what Iron Ball does. It was a bit dumb, but maybe without the Weavile, I could have put some more work in. But like without the Weavile, when I have a fucking Garchomp, that's not happening. That's not happening.
It's tough.
But I tried. I put in a little bit of effort. I think I could have ran some shit like Roar Pursuit to get the fucking Blaze out. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It is what it is. Sienna's a gamer. What's new?
Yeah. Right. Now, let's pull up.
Oh, we gotta pull up the match now.
So,
Play Morgan's team first, because we had two matches here.
okay.
Or actually, no, play it second. My fault.
I'll give you a moment. I'll see you back I'll see you back here in 20, partner. Yeah. Yeah, so
Alright. Game 1. So this is another game where I get fucking owned. And honestly, this is the biggest thing, is that I did not realize how much of a fucking problem that Tyranitar would be.
yeah.
I also got... That crit was bad. I mean, it's not like I would have been able to do much anyways. I had no, like, good switch-ins, but... That was bad.
No.
And then this is also bad. I get the special defense drop.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, I can see maybe why WAFFLOES was like, you know what? I want another one.
Yeah. And the scarf, it's just, you didn't quite process the scarf yet. It's just like, and this, yeah, this kind of sucks. You like,
Yeah, I don't know. I actually could not tell you why I did the swords dance. I actually am not sure why that happened.
Yeah. And then, I don't know.
I get the failed sucker into the Iron Head.
And the fucking, I feel like that crit probably mattered, if I had to guess. That crit seemed like it mattered.
Yeah, the hacks were not on my side.
Yeah. And yeah, just kind of click in pursuit here, because it's like, well, like, what the fuck is gonna do? Like, it's just like a waiting game. Like, you're not gonna fucking kill Tyranitar with this, like, with the revelation dances. So
Yeah. And it's like I basically just have to keep clicking Roost.
Yeah. and then finally this just Stone Edge comes out.
Yeah, it was like the perfect read too.
Yeah, and the BP, it only had BP as an attack, so just, yeah, okay, bye. So yeah, WAFFLOES is like, I want a game 2. I know it was kind of cringe, so yeah, it's fair. So we got game 2 up.
And then we have my final stand. We have my final stand, which did not work. I was the first person eliminated from playoffs, but I can live with that. I can live with that.
Yeah.
I definitely played this game much better. I mean, I didn't get hacks like I did in the first game. Literally, I didn't even process that first game as being that hacks heavy until I like rewatched it and I was like, Jesus Christ. That is true. I didn't get 6-0'd by Chandelure.
Yeah. Quick wisp on Dr. Krygor there.
And this is just, I kind of have to take it. Kind of have to take it because I have no switches.
Oh.
And this is
little SD here.
Yeah, this is a certified SD moment. The flinch though.
But it reads like a virus or something. So sucker, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And then that's a fat crit.
Yeah, I love my fat ass crit. This surprised me.
Scarf Haze is so fucking funny. But then fucking Mirror Herb.
The Mirror Herb and just barely surviving a +2 sucker is crazy.
Yeah. It didn't do that much, but it lives in our fucking hearts forever. That is
the fact that it took out Mawile probably, like, just secured the game, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like, I needed Mawile with Sucker for that Chandelure.
Yeah, it doesn't read the switch, and then the Shandy is...
we didn't talk about it also, but the double sand stream was crazy. I didn't realize that's how Mega Evolving would work with, like, a weather ability. Because, like, who the fuck uses Mega T-Tar outside of Draft?
Yeah, it's, like, hard to fucking remember that, like, does that.
It's literally the only Mega... Well, Charizard Y, too. And I guess Charizard Y people actually use. But that's
the Charizard Y doesn't start with Drought.
True.
It gains Drought, and then Mega Abomasnow is just a fake mon. It's not real.
True.
It's never been real. Nobody's ever used Mega Abomasnow before.
I tried to make a Gambit to try and stall out the Trick Room. It did not work.
Yeah, but you know it happens. That was a much better game.
Yeah, that felt better. Yeah. That felt like a proper game to go out on.
Yeah. Debbie was gonna use Mega Abomasnow. Yeah. Yeah. Is your yeah, so it's I keep this so we can like kind of talk about this. So I want to talk about the biggest mistake of this game, which is that we did I like wanted to bring like, I was high, and I don't think I built that bad, considering the fact that I was high. I built very good teams while high. I built the team, I, like, helped build the team that, like, Charlotte used to beat Rhea up, like, 5-0. I built, like, a bunch of teams while high that were good. And this one is pretty good. I just think that the Earthworm should have been Scarf Tusk. And I think the rest of the team is totally fine. I think that the Earthworm should have been Scarf Tusk.
Yeah.
And, like... I think the fact that it was... Because Scarf Tusk would have pwned the shit out of fucking Scarf Shandy, and it would have, like, every time. And, like... In general, WAFFLOES has, like, kind of a core that is pretty weak to Tusk. Because Tyranitar loses the Tusk, and Glow King loses the Tusk, and like if it's Ice Spinner Tusk, Chomp it loses the like Chomp loses the Tusk, and like all this shit, and like Corv is like whatever. It's like having like an offensive Tusk that could revenge kill annoying shit and like help break the core, like, and ease things up for like Bax and like Mawile is like been really good. But for some reason, sometimes you just like act irrationally when you're high and your brain doesn't like work properly. And I was like really scared that Morgan would be like mad at me if I said we should bring Scarf Tusk. And I don't know why.
I could not tell you why. Because
I was just like, I don't know what was wrong with me. I do know what was wrong with me. I was literally just fucking stoned. But like it was just a weird brain thing, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I wish I hadn't. I wish I had just said Scarf Tusk. Morgan wasn't gonna stop being my friend if I said Scarf Tusk looks good here. I don't know.
I probably would have been more on board with that, to be honest.
I mean, the Orthworm wasn't the worst thing ever. It's just kind of didn't do anything, but it didn't end up doing anything. But like,
I think probably what we didn't consider with Orthworm is Infiltrator exists on Chandelure. I think like both of us probably thought like Flash Fire was the obvious one, but like actually Infiltrator makes a lot of sense.
I thought it'd be Flash Fire or defensive flame body, and it was neither. It's hard to prep. Chandelure's really good against Morgan Froster, so it's actually hard to prep for every possible Chandelure. So, like, it's really hard. But yeah. Other than that, I think that's pretty straightforward. The Brick Break on like Brick Break on like normal Ninetales. Normal Ninetales like speed creeping stuff, and then it has a little bit of special attack for it hits some good range on something. Bax is Brick Break instead of Infiltrator versus Earthworm is the most normal thing to bring. Well, like, I don't care. Okay, Finn? Sorry. I also just like forget that like Infiltrator doesn't like. I forget that like Chandler even gets Infiltrator because I just only think about its other abilities. So keep that in mind. Keep that in fucking mind. Tyranitar is Brick Break for Tyranitar because like it didn't really need Earthquake to do anything because it was like hitting everything it needed to with Ice School Spear and Scale Shot already. So it's like, okay, who gives a fuck? Yeah. The Orcorio was no flying move because it didn't really need it. It didn't really like hit anything. So it was just Roost Quiver Dance, and then it was like kind of a mixed like Defogger / Sweeper. It's kind of cute. I didn't get that many opportunities. It was kind of cute. Normalist of normal Mawiles. Well, actually, that's not true. It has quite a bit of speed. I think this is speed for uninvested Tyranitar. And then Dirge is normal. It's normal Spadef Dirge, and then Orthworm is normal. But it's like a little bit faster than Corv, like uninvested Corv. Do you have any stuff to say? Do you have any? I'm sorry. I like took that over, and I apologize. I remembered most of the stuff.
This is the end of my draft league journey.
Yep.
So, what I can say is, I gave myself the stupidest fucking roster possible, given that basically none of this plays to my strengths. I mean, okay, there are some picks that I made that were accidentally, like, really good that at first I just didn't know how to use. Like, I didn't really understand Mawile. But once I did, like, Mawile became, maybe my strongest ally. Like, you know, we didn't get along at first, but Mawile a while. She meant a lot to me. Dirge, I mean, I know how to use fucking Dirge. If I didn't know how to use fucking Dirge, like, I would have to, like, go to hell forever. Love this guy. Honestly, and I've used backs in OU, I don't know if I'm that good at navigating backs, to be honest. I think, like, look at the fact that Bax has 0 kills on my roster is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
This guy got banned to Turbo Ubers, and on my roster, he did jack shit. He is secondary to Cloister. I knew how to use Cloister. I didn't know how the fuck to use Bax.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know, like, Slow King and Orth were a little rough for me. I think, like, the big thing that this team was built around was that Alolan Ninetales Aurora Veil. And what I've learned is that I am not, like, the kind of player that can, like, you know, really work towards keeping that shit up. I am not that smart. I mean, yeah. I'm, like, decent at Mons, but the thing is, like, I'm good at Mons, like, play by play. I'm not good at, like, setting shit up. I need, like, instant damage, you know?
It's not even about, like, I don't know, like, if you were, like, using, like a spike stack thing or something, it would be, like, better. Like, if you had, like, a team that was, like, bringing, like, Hisui and Samurott every week or something instead of, like, Ninetales, it might have been better.
Yeah.
Overall, like, because I feel like you're more of, like, a let me get my hazards up and dip than like a let me keep my screens up the entire game.
Yeah. I just,
it plays better to your strengths, but
I dedicated myself to the bit of being the snow team, and you know what? The fact that a fucking snow team made it to playoffs to begin with, I think I had to play at least a little good to even let that happen. Because you know what? Yeah, snow is buffed. It's better than hail ever fucking was. How many fucking good ice types exist? Like, there's Baxcalibur, and, like, that's it. Literally, like, once Baxcalibur got banned from OU, like, I have not seen a Alolan Ninetales since. Like, yeah, it could set up Aurora Veil, but it also couldn't, because it's dumb. Like, Snow is, like, just not that good. And I'm not just saying that to be, like, a toxic gamer. Like, I'm not mad about the fact that I drafted all these dudes. Like, it is what it is. I tried something new, and did it work out? No, but that's okay. I got to use some funny guys. I got to
You made it into playoffs.
Yeah, I made it into playoffs. I got some Pokemon that, like, after playing, I would be like, yeah, you know what? If I was in another draft league like this, I'd probably use some of these guys again. Like, Oricorio was insane. Honestly, out of all the Pokemon on this roster, I think Oricorio is, like, maybe the biggest surprise. Because, like, it was so, like, multi-purpose, especially because I could make it, like, any type that I wanted. And even though I mostly brought Oricorio Pom-Pom, like, that was good enough on its own, you know? That was fucking, like, Electric Flying is a really good type combination. Oricorio really is the most cheating guy I had. And, like, I got to... Listen, I got to do 2 clean Cloister sweeps, and that's great. Yeah. That's fucking great.
We got to put Cloister sweeps on the screen, so, you know...
Literally, that was what this was all about, truly, in the end, was I needed to make Cloister do things. Because people don't fucking believe in Cloister, okay? His ass has been RU for so long now, and I needed to remind the people. I needed to remind the people of one important thing. In Generation 5, that dude was OU for a reason. Fuck, in Generation 1, that dude was OU for a reason. For very different reasons, but you need to put some fucking respect on Cloister, okay? People always talk about the guys who have been good forever. Like, Cloister fell off a little bit, but Cloyster is not some fucking Tauros character. You know, you're not bringing fucking Tauros to an OU game and expecting to get anywhere, okay? Listen, Tauros, fuck Tauros, okay? Cloyster is the GOAT. Cloyster is my man. He just smashes his shell in front of any, like, offensive, like, physical offensive guy, and he doesn't give a fuck. He's like, oh, you're challenging me? You're challenging me? Fuck you. Cloyster is the best. Nothing but respect for Cloyster getting the most kills on my roster.
The beauty of Cloyster.
He's the GOAT, 100%.
Yeah. I guess I was gonna ask because I wanted to get back. You know, we were doing last time or back a while. We were doing like favorite Pokemon on a whole roster when people get eliminated. And I mean, I think the answer is clear.
I don't even think you need that. You don't even need to ask.
Yeah.
I am a little sad I never got to bring Murkrow because Murkrow is my #1 favorite Pokemon ever. But they just. I only had 2 playoffs games, and it didn't match well into either. It was really mostly for, like, Prankster Defog and, like, Prankster Taunt and stuff. Which is, like, you know, that's cute. It's cute. But it wasn't really useful. Fuck Why Not? I will never, like, here's the thing. I drafted 2 cheap Mons, Orthworm and Why Not, and both of them fucking sucked, and they need to go to hell. Like,
yeah.
Orthworm is, like, stupid. Fuck
Orthworm
this guy.
is just Orthworm, like, this is what like people are like, whoa, wait, Shed-Tail's legal? Like, whoa, is that fucked up? No, it's not fucked up. It's actually really not fucked up at all in draft. It's really,
no.
like, Cyclizar is a different story because it's way, like, it will just get Shed-Tailed up. It's so fucking fast. But, like, Orthworm is, like, either it has to go, like, Scarf or something and get, like, 1 Shed-Tail and then, like, do nothing else the rest of the game, or it, like, fucking just has to, like, give up and die forever.
Why not could a PP stalled Screamtail and make it struggle to death? With this stat spread? How the fuck is Why Not gonna survive that many dazzling... It could just... It would have better things to do, like just mirror coding. Why would it make it struggle to death?
It's not fucking faster than... Like, it's not fucking faster than, like...
Also, like, Wish Protect.
Well, no, it's because of Encore. Like, Encore struggled, but, like, it wouldn't have...
But it never outspeeds, so it can't consistently do that.
I mean, like, yeah, like, I don't... It, like...
I just think that Screamtail beats Why Not every time. It has Amnesia, dog. Dog. It had fucking Psychic Fangs on it, because of Veil.
Dude...
It could just simply not do that then.
Whatever. Anyways, yeah, Cloyster was the GOAT on this roster. We're not talking about Why Not right now. Why Not, I think, was, like, fine, but yeah, it's just not, it's so specific. And it's, like, both, Why Not and Worth are both Pokemon that just, like, kind of make your opponent's team slightly worse, but, like, when you actually bring them, they don't do that much.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
I think, I really do think my ultimate downfall is that I brought too many gimmicks. And, like, I'm not a gimmick player. I'm a nice, clean, just, like, fuck up a dude with a strong guy kind of player. Like, I don't want to do gimmicks, man. Like, fucking, listen. This is not me bragging. This is talking about how fucked up Shed-Tail was. I made it to top 500 in OU with Orthworm. With Shed-Tail. And that's not because, like, I'm like the #1 best Pokemon player to ever live. That just speaks to how fucked up Shed-Tail was. Shed-Tail was fucked in OU because, like, you could, like, you didn't have to, your opponent could not play around the fact that you had Orthworm necessarily. Because Orthworm wasn't, like, a top 10 guy that you were bringing to every game. Orthworm was just a dude that you could, like, very easily, like, slip under the radar. And, like, if they started with a fire type, you could just Terra Fire. So, it's like, Orthworm was, like, fucked up in OU, but in draft, yeah, it's ass. The gimmick sucks, because it's just, like, it's so easy to prep for. It's not...
I'm not letting Faye do this like screen tail. Why not debate right now?
Listen,
it's not happening.
I like.
You can't fucking.
I'm not even gonna debate it because like this is like acting in bad faith. This is BM.
Yeah. All right.
And Faye is like Faye. If you really wanted me to bring this, you should have been more on top of team building with me. To be honest, that's on you.
Anyways, let's get on to the next match. Files. Or like the next team, which is WAFFLOES, which is Hi WAFFLOES.
Any minute now.
Hi.
Apologies, people screaming outside my door, but we're good.
Oh shit.
Good screaming, we're fine. Okay, Pokemon. I felt really bad about the first match after like the crates, and there's like 2 crates and like there's a death drop. There's a lot of shenanigans happening. And I wanted a fun match with Morgan, so I'm happy to get the rematch. And she like almost closed it second one. Like it was tough. Mawile without like the very specific Chandelure is hard to play around. Even if like otherwise, having the Scarf Chandelure is like the best Pokemon ever against Morgan. But let's talk about let's go over Arctovish actually. I had the Mirror Herb initially on there as like a Cloyster switch-in kinda. I think I EV'd it to like maybe outspeed Cloyster and like Hail or some shit. Or maybe Bax, I'm not sure. Because otherwise it's slow as fuck. Yeah, I did not need like an ice move for like the snow team, so I didn't need to bring that. I found they brought a physical one, which the other 2 ones I brought were special. I had like the meteor beam one, and then the freeze dry one. I forget. I had like Stone Edge just for coverage, and then Psychic Fangs for the Aurora Veil. Cause fuck it. On Gloking, I had Trick Room, Foul Play for the backs, or as like just like as an emergency button in case I was getting swept by something. And then just Future Sight, Chill Your Reception, same shit. Fucking Pangoro finally got to put in some work. I'm very happy. I'm very happy with how good he did, especially like doing that well against like a fairy type.
Yeah.
I'm very happy I brought this thing. I did not do the Z Crystal shenanigans because this thing is so slow. This thing has a lower base speed than Orthworm, which like I EV'd Pangoro specifically to outspeed that, and it still got outsped because there are like 2 EVs put into the worm. Still 0. Yeah, I had Haze because I didn't need any other buttons, so just like fuck it, I'll run this, do some funny shit, so I can like go into my give Morgan like another reason like set up a boosting move, and like switch into the Mirror Herb guy, which is like I'm going back to Arctovish. The Mirror Herb is like the funniest item ever made. I love that item so much. I wish I got to use it more during this league, but there weren't enough opportunities to set up. Corviknight, pretty standard at Mirror Armor instead of Pressure for the like Mawile Intimidate. Pressure probably would have been better overall, but it's whatever. It don't really need Body Press, and like the utility moves. All of Physical Bulk, same stuff. Then we got Hulk Toilet. I think. Let's see. I don't really have any fancy EVs on here. Hulk Toilet's just kind of Hulk Toilet, like fucks with Morgan's weather a lot.
Yeah.
Pursuit was for Dirge, I believe. Yeah, for Dirge. I don't think he'd even out like O-code even on switch out because that thing is bulky. Stone Edge didn't O-code on a switch out, or not switch out. Obviously, not. Obviously that doesn't. But nah, Dirge is bulky as hell, even with max attack. So I just had some like extra trip on there with like rocks and T-Wave.
Yeah.
Morgan very, 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 very powerful. I'm glad we get to have the run back after week 1. I think that's about it for me on the team, at least.
Yeah. Favorite guy on this team?
It's gotta be Hulk Toilet. It's gotta be Hulk Toilet again. Nobody has had a better redemption arc in this entire league than Hulk Toilet.
He wasn't even bad before that game.
I was just bad with him. I did him a disservice.
We just our brain just everybody's brain is any idea of him doing anything other than that one game was overridden.
It really was he had his lowest moment that it made us forget all his great achievements, and he had to run it back. He had to make the comeback of the century in order to remind people why he matters.
That matters so much to me.
So yeah, yeah. So I think, good shit. Thanks for your time. Overall.
Yep. Fun matches.
All right. I think let's bring in you.
Faye is still doing the fucking why not bit.
Let's still going. Let's make Faye wait longer. Let's bring in Eve. Wait, I don't know why I'm inviting Eve to speak right now. It's not time yet. Eve, I'm sorry, I'm killing you again. We have to watch the replay first.
Oh yeah, shit.
My mistake. Anyways, yeah, it's fucking late for Eve, so we should make sure we actually fucking get through the games.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Whose team are we playing? Because Faye.
Faye.
Faye died.
We'll play.
Do we want to play Faye's theme for Faye's final match?
We'll play Faye's theme for this one.
Okay.
I think. We can play Eve's theme for We'll play Eve's theme for her match against Lilly, I guess. We're going all over the place. Yeah, we have a Planet Wisp Act 3. We've gone from Act 1 to Act 3.
And your favorite Martian comes out.
Yeah, fucking fat crit hurricane and the confusion.
The Trick Room is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense for the Ursa Luna, but I'm thinking about it, and I'm like...
Quag gets future sat.
I'm thinking about it, and I'm like... Iron Hands, though. Well, you know what? It does take out... Well, it doesn't.
The 1
take
HP
out
is so sad on the Luna, by the way. There.
Yeah.
The 1 HP live, but whatever. Trick Room's over. Burn is done. This is when I came into the game with 2 Pokemon had died, and I was like, "The fuck." Synthesis comes in. Then just comes switched out. Prima subs on this, and
Oh no, the sub calm mine.
Time to calm mine. Time to calm mine.
I love that you can tell that Raikou has Aura Sphere as well.
I don't know what this trick room is, I'll be real.
For funsies.
Well, it's so that Eve can get a lot more comm lines up.
And for funsies.
And Steven Universe comes out. The future sight does not break this up.
Jesus Christ.
Um,
Jesus Christ.
Marco comes in to like break this up. It's like, you know, what's he gonna do? Volt switch again? Like, okay. And yeah, just Moon Blast. Fling Flame Orb defense, which is pretty funny, but it's like Flame Orb from the fucking guy from the Zoro arc. Yeah. The Volt Switch really isn't doing very much at this point. And like, it's like, yeah, Raiko can try to like kill you, but
It's just not enough.
Venusaur, the intelligent guy comes in and gets paralyzed, and the extra sentry does some amount of damage, but yeah, then it just kind of gets smacked by a Giga Drain. So let's bring Eve in here. Let's talk about talk about Dead Team.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
So, oh yeah, I got my notes up here. So essentially, I went for like a kind of a fairly like longevity focused team, like a fairly balanced type structure here, as you can see. Like a lot of guys that have recovery moves or like can live forever and like wish as well, which is good. Stuff like that, really. So yeah, basically my whole logic was that Quagsire would kind of blank both set up Roiko and set up well, most setups elements is like a Dragonlance elements would like get blanked there. So I decided like phase paths to like winning against me were like Ursaluna, just to fucking break massive holes in the team, and like and just like general upfront strong breakers like Lopunny and Zoroark. So I just decided like if I built my team just to outlast, I think that would be like pretty doable. None of the sets are like that creative, but they got the job done. So
I mean, there's 5 EVs on Venusaur.
Oh yeah. Hang on, like what was that for? Yeah. So
not that creative. Just Venusaur's 5 IV.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty standard Venusaur set. It's a Leech Seed because, like, that makes good progress against Empoleon, who would normally be, like, a bit of a problem there. And then, like, keep it all really healthy, so, like, making sure it lives... It's good at, like, living hits versus Ursaluna. So, like, Spadef was to make sure it eats 2 Specs or Arc Shadow Balls after Stealth Rocks. The defense was to eat 2 Lopunny Returns and also dodge an Oko from Ursaluna at the same time. It outspeeds Max Adamant Ursaluna, and the rest was in Special Attack. That's the EVs.
Okay.
Iron Hands. Poor guy never got to come out.
Yeah.
It's a bit sad. Essentially, like, Faye's main sort of defensive pieces were all kind of hit super effectively by something Iron Hands could press, so it was just like, oh yeah, let's just like make it Expert Belt so it hits them harder.
Yeah.
It was actually Max Jolly, so it would, worst case scenario, speed tie Ursaluna. Because I was quite scared of that. And Spadef was to live a +2 extra sensory from Roiko.
Yeah.
In case that was like, that ended up being like a problem, but it didn't, so.
We have a Torn. We have a pretty normal Torn.
Yeah, this is a really normal Torn.
Torn moves that do Torn, that are Torn moves. That
Very Torn moves. Torn was like, maybe I could deny Trick Runes with this if it was like positioned for it. What was it? Speed was for Adamant Lopunny. Special attack was like... Special attack was to make sure I was getting a Turekyo on a max HP Slover. But not max HP, no defense investment, I mean.
Or was defense doing a lot more?
No speed investment, I mean. And defense was just doing more than HP because it was like... Yeah. I was more scared of like Lopunny from this.
Yeah.
And in the actual game I decided like I would sacrifice it on the Ultra Ursaluna so it may bear the rest of my team, and it worked.
Yeah.
So Tornadoes filled a very important role in keeping the bear happy.
Yeah.
keeping it fairly nice and full so it wouldn't get too angry.
Yeah.
Jirachi...
Now there's pretty good harvest next season.
Yeah. This was a fairly offensively invested Jirachi just because I was like thinking like making sure I can never be like just Clef.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. And it like this set would kind of wall most sort of Clef situations, and Wish was to keep stuff like Iron Hands and Venusaur and Quagsire, basically everything healthy. Wish is just a good move. And it was like, I felt like against sort of Phase main defensive structures, it was like pretty easy. Like against Phase offensive structures, I mean, it was fairly easy to get Wishes off without it being too challenged.
Yeah.
It was max speed, so I would be able to tie with Salamence at worst and like get a nice punch off. Which would be which is quite nice because Salamence can be a bit scary sometimes, but
yeah. This is actually it's not that armor. It's a mildly weird Quagsire because that Ice Beam is a Scald, I guess.
Yeah. I just like it looked more useful to be honest. Like it was still hitting Ursaluna super effectively, which to be honest I should have done. I shouldn't have expected this to live any hit from Ursaluna because that guy is so fucked. But that was kind of honestly like maybe the only real mistake I made that game.
Yeah. Mr. Rock Festival. You could honestly that's kind of a mix up because it could have been it could have implied that you had choice band on it. Because you got hella bands, but he actually has a rock
so funny. See, here's the thing. I was originally going for a concept with Rhyperior on this team. That name made way more sense on Rhyperior, but I didn't have. When I changed my mind, I didn't have time to rechange my nicknames. So it's Rocky Helmet, Stealth Rock. That's a lot of rocks.
Yeah, and then
that's like at least 7 rocks on screen.
You got the kind of the clown of the hour here. Primarina.
Yeah, Primarina. It was my main win condition, which Sienna told me to do. We kind of noticed it was like getting a lot of set up opportunities against Phase, like more kind of defensive guys.
Yeah,
and like also was doing sitting pretty against Salamence a lot of the time. But sometimes. And it was fast, mainly for Ursaluna, but also it's just like nice to be like fast Calm Mind so you don't get hit by like Clef Moonblast or like because unaware Clef would be kind of a problem here. That would be something that could like get in the way of it.
Yeah.
Sparkling Aria was so that in case it had to be in against Ursaluna, it would be like reducing its damage first, and then
it would be curing the burn.
Curing the burn only for it to get reburn next turn, but that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's like bare minimum
funny. Yeah,
it's funny and it's like technically optimal.
Yeah, and 10 is stronger than Scald, right?
It's stronger than Scald. Yeah, it's the same power as Surf, but you know.
And also hits through it does hit through subs, right? It's a sound move, isn't it? So in case that was like a thing.
Oh, yeah, it's a sound
yeah, Moonblast over Draining Kiss because it was like better rolls against Salamence and Lopunny. And honestly, I wasn't expecting at that moment for this to win so hard because I was expecting like, oh, it could be like a Raikou setting up alongside me, which actually would have been really scary at that point. It could have been like Unaware Clef, but I just pressed Carmine on it and it just won. Essentially,
Yeah.
Kind of how it worked. But yeah, it was like fairly simple kind of team structure. I think it went pretty well with what I was like planning on doing, and like, yeah, not too complicated.
All right. Good shit on McFlynn Fick.
This is Futurama during the Paleolithic era. Oh, my favorite Pokemon on Eve's roster. How could I forget? I mean, it's kind of obvious that it's the Primarina. I mean, that Primarina just, like, sat and did its thing. I mean, the Subcom Mind is, like, fucking scary to deal with. Especially because, like, Fairy is one of the best stabs in the game. There's not a whole lot in the game that's like, oh man, I just really want to get hit by a Fairy move right now. And most of the types that do, like Poison likes to get hit by Fairy. Poison fucking sucks. So it doesn't even matter. Yeah, that Primarina did some fucking work.
Say hello.
Hi.
I prepped a lot with Hazel this time.
Yep.
And she gave me some ideas. This is like, you know, normal, like, again, like, Trick Room Ursula once again, who does up 10 billion damage on everything. And, like, I definitely just like, play, like, 2 aggro, like, I could have slowed down a lot more, and I did have, like, Salamence was a switch into Venusaur. It's like I should not have let it die there, because I absolutely should have brought like more than one physical attacker on this team to like actually do something against Carmine Primarina. And also I found with this Raikou too, like I should have brought like Raikou was a starting point of like I should build around like Raikou a lot, and like like thinking about it, like he'd be a good offensive pivot and like threaten a lot of things. And like in my original idea for this team, like I had like Roar Raikou to like just like lure in ground types and then like roar them out, so that they take like a teeny bit of chip damage, and so that like I can still have a bit of momentum or whatever. And like that, or I was like also thinking about like again like Subcom Mind Raikou, and like both of those would have saved me though. And like that's like one thing that like Hazel said to me when we were prepping, which was that like ground types are already like kind of scared of switching this into Scald from Raikou, so it's like that should have been like that plus like Slowbro is like a good switching into them, and then like Zoroark has Grass not to lure them in with a Raikou disguise. Like that should have been like the tipping. That should have tipped me off that like, oh yeah, like over prepping for these ground types. It's like Raikou himself doesn't need to do anything to handle them. Like I have teammates that can handle those jobs. So like yeah, Roar and Sub CM would have been like better over like Scald and maybe Roar Switch for Sub CM. And plus like Thunderbolt is like pretty good neutral coverage, I think, against like a lot of although she has like a bunch of ground types and Ion Hands and Venusaur, but then like Hands and Venusaur got hit by Extra Sensui, so like, that would have been good. Yeah, and like Slowbro is kind of passive here, but like I mean like he was just like a pivot and switch into some things, and like he has like a lot more speed depth than usual because he would have been a good switch into like unboosted special attacks from like Tornadus and Primarina. But like if it's not Calm Mind. And yeah. This is like a pretty normal clef. It has knockoff or knockoff is a good button, and also it's coverage for the Shedinja.
Yeah.
Just in case. And then like we have a bulky-ish. Like Salmon CVs are like they're like a outspeeding timid Volcanion and modest Venusaur, because like that like between like like Salmon speed ties Jirachi, and then like but then after that on Eve's roster there's like a pretty massive speed tier gap from that to Venusaur that like I could just like sit in and not worry about anything outspeeding me that it wouldn't already outspeed me. And it's like Venusaur also like sat in like a speed tier gap against my roster, because like the only thing that like timid Venusaur would do is outspeed Vanillux, and that's like, why would you try to outspeed Vanillux? Like, what would that accomplish? So it's like, yeah, it's like the Salamence could just like outspeed things with not that much speed, and then like it probably should have been like physical attack, just have like something else that hit. Like it wouldn't have helped against Primarina, but like Eve did have like other like especially bulky dudes, so like that's mainly so that like also mainly so that like I could like just like do like even like max adamant dual wing beat was like was like less damage than like just no nature hurricanes, I think was what I was thinking about. Like, but I probably should have run like modest instead of calm, because like that could have gotten me to like similar damage thresholds, but then like saved me like an extra handful of EVs to use in other stats. It's like putting the nature in the highest base stat is like the most EV efficient if you're just reaching for like specific benchmarks. Like that gives you the most left over. And like reckless speed creeps Jirachi, because you know like the only thing it ties with is Zydog, who's immune to my stab anyways and clicks ground moves, so it's like yeah, I can just speed creep Jirachi and I don't even need Timid for that, which is nice. And then like Zoroark's two main things for that, like it could either disguise as Raikou and like click Grass Knot against either like click Fling or Grass Knot against ground types, and like since like depending on like which ground type Eve would bring, and then or it could also like disguise as like Ursaluna if I wanted to like bluff that I had Luna out and get a free burn on whatever her like Ursaluna switch-in was, or against Iron Hands if I wanted to bluff that I was gonna go for the speed tie. Like, yeah, Eve doesn't seem like that kind of player, but like, I really wanted to do like Flame Orb Zoroark at some point, because I thought that would like be like the funniest disguise as Ursaluna thing I could have. I just thought that it was gonna be like really funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I fumbled.
And then Luna.
Yeah, this is like normal coverage, and then like again like I just went too Unga Bunga with it. But like I could have clicked Curse to like Curse was to like if I had an opportunity to like help like boost my odds against Iron Hands and Trick Room if I got an opportunity for it, or to like put me over some Oko thresholds that I don't remember. But yeah, it's like, but then other than that, it's like, yeah, like 2 shots things at worst, and then like 1 shot's plenty. With 140 attacks, I have like plenty to put in. Like, I think like I put so much defense in was also for like Iron Hands, probably. I don't remember, but like just like survive a close combat, maybe. But yeah, like I just got really greedy this game and threw away Luna to try and kill Venusaur. And then I had nothing left to pressure Primarina. So,
Yeah.
And then I didn't bring Raw Raikou to phase it either.
Yeah.
So
sometimes you just make the wrong matchup calls, but
yeah, like I was like too focused on Iron Hands. Like
yeah,
like I wanted like everything to like smack it around potential. I wanted like everything to like do something to smack it around, or like or like stop it from setting up. Because like I thought of like something like substitute setup Iron Hands, so, like the exact Iron Hands that Eve did bring, like were like both like very scary prospects of like could really hit through a lot of my team really well. Like it was like the exact coverage I was thinking of that like she ended up bringing. So yeah.
I think that's I'm gonna cut you off your template. Yeah, that should be most of it though. But yeah, good shit. I'll have you back on in a little bit for your game red. Yeah. All right, let's pull up Eve versus. No, not this one. We're doing Eve versus.
You're gonna make us wait to kill Faye? I see.
Yeah, I am. Because we're doing Eve first. I'm sorry. I'm working on it, and we're gonna do it.
And Eve redeemed pretty good, and I've got to say, it's pretty good.
Pretty good.
I see that Eve approves of your decision. Alright. Fucking Lilly also, holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hear this song in my sleep.
Well, can we put Eve on this? Because we didn't do it. We didn't do it.
Oh, you know what? That's fine.
We didn't do it
sure.
last time. Right, we're changing it. No more strange memories of death. Oh.
Alright.
Yeah.
This fucking guy. This fucking guy.
Yeah. The Champa,
That
yeah.
toxic is crazy.
Yeah.
Toxic
so fun
protect.
fact, this is Toxic Protect Mel, but you'll notice there's no leftovers. It's because I looked at the fucking paste that Lilly sent. Lilly forgot to change it to leftovers, and I looked at the paste that Lilly sent me, and I was just like, yeah, that's fine, because it was punching glove, and the fucking red punching glove I just thought was leftovers.
Oh my god.
I just saw a red thing on the paste, and I was like, yeah, that's it. That Lily comes in here. It takes jack fucking shit from Drain Punch. This is pretty free defog for Mana Buzz. Chomp comes in, but the Ice Punch hedge smacks it. Lily comes back in. It's that big psychic. Suicune comes in now. Suicune was one of Lily's trades, so this is its first game. And it clicks substitute. We have some substitute around here. We have some substitute bulky waters in this week of replay review.
Oh my god, and the earthquake doesn't even break it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was one of the EV benchmarks, I believe. The Scald Burn kind of sucks for Venusaur. Just Calm Minds.
Alright, sorry, I didn't know if I had it looped.
The Roar Venusaur, though, does send it back out. Meld is a quick EQ. And just switches into Mana Buzz on the Earth Power, which is pretty handy. You just need to get some health back. But he turns out. Now Lilly comes in. Roar. The Torn takes a lot from foul play and then misses a Hurricane, which sucks. Suicune comes back in, but it gets Toxic, which is bad. And then Lilly kind of stays in on the Quag, which I don't understand here. Toxic is basically makes Suicune fucking useless. Yeah, and then Lilly like, realizes it has fucking recovered, and it's like, oh god, what have I done? Wait, no, she's not even like, oh god, what have I done? She just stays in still. I don't know what this. I don't know why she did this. But whatever. The Leaf Seed goes up. This Venusaur is like kind of refusing to die. He fucks away. It spikes, but it gets roared. The fucking Suicune gets roared in. Just Scalds to quickly take that fucker out. Big fat foul play. Gets flinched. Gets flinched. Doesn't get flinched and gets a crit foul play, which is huge. Gengar comes in on the Wish, and then Shadow Balls. And then Shadow Balls. And then leaves. The Rock Polish comes in. On this guy, but unfortunately, Scarf Destiny Bond. Uh-oh. And it disabled the Earthquake, which is just BM.
Lilly is like the fucking final boss of this league, I think. If Lilly doesn't make it to Grand Finals, that would like shock me to my core.
It's shocked the nation.
Like, she has not lost a single match yet. She has won 10 matches in a row.
Yeah.
Lilly is like...
though.
Lilly is like the scariest person to have to face, I think.
Oh. I'm a beater though.
Will you?
Yeah, I will.
Alright, I believe you.
So yeah, you can see the you can see that that fucking the punching glove that I thought was leftovers. I thought that was an apple. It happens.
Turns out it was knife.
Yeah.
Lol.
This fucking Garchomp has 5 EVs, so or 5 IVs or 5 EVs or 5 EVs. Yes. It is EVs and 5 sets. So I prepped Lilly for this game, for the record, if that wasn't clear. But like, yeah, I prepped Lilly for this game because Lilly was in Canada while she played this, and while she was it's actually briefly she was Canada Lilly actually. So keep that in mind. But Lilly was on a little trip to Toronto, so as she was like, I don't know if I can finish this team if you don't prep me. And I was like, okay, I'll help you. Boy, on one condition, and they can do that. Whatever, but yeah, yeah. I'm kind of sad that I'll never get to prep Lilly again in the rest of this league, probably because I love making Mega Garchomp spreads. I think that mon is so fun. I think Garchomp is like my muse, and I love making Garchomp sets. But this is a fire one for real. But basically, it has a really favorable. It's like max HP and then enough attack to get a really favorable Oko roll on the Torn with Stone Edge. And then it's like 112 Spadef, which was to like live like I think like 3 Torn Hurricanes and like maybe 2 Icy Winds if it was running Icy Wind as funny coverage. And then it was 84 speed for Max Timid Prima, and like a couple other like kind of annoying slow things that like covering Max Timid Prima would probably cover as well, incidentally. And then I just dumped the last 24 into defense after hitting all the benchmarks because it makes the spread look more threatening, and having more generic bulk is nice. Really funny thing to note about like max like adamant like Garchomp normal is like only like 3 points stronger than 36 attack like careful nature Garchomp, Mega Garchomp, which is just funny. 170 is a big number. Yeah. It was like Earthquake, Stone Edge, SD Spikes, and basically Stone Edge was like, this is a Spike setter, so Stone Edge like threatens Torn as the defogger. It didn't really work out. It was kind of a weird lead matchup where Lilly didn't click Stone Edge right away, and it's kind of a mess, but whatever. I'll talk about Suicune in a minute. Weird. Lele is really normal. It's Psychic Shy Shock. Actually, it's not that. The moves are kind of weird. I don't know. There was some reason for Psychic Shy Shock, and I don't remember why. It hit something hard, and it didn't like need it. Like it probably should have been Shadow Ball, but we didn't to hit Rachi, but we didn't think about it because we like had Scarf Gengar for Rachi.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's whatever. Aromatherapy was so that we could keep the status off of Suicune, because Suicune is again basically useless at its status. Mandibuzz is pretty fucking normal. It's actually extremely normal. It's Foul Play instead of Knock, but you know that's like a 50-50 as the Mandibuzz button. It's good. It's Mandibuzz. Eve like hates Mandibuzz. Eve thinks Mandibuzz sucks so bad, which I think is funny. That's just an incidental thing, but I think Mandibuzz is pretty good. Yeah. Stab Foul Play is like strong because of the fact that it's a 95 base power move. But yeah.
I really enjoy that every time I do this stupid notepad bit, it makes you laugh every time.
It's funny.
I don't want to interrupt you, but it keeps interrupting you anyways.
It derails it even harder. But anyways. Yeah, normal Mandibuzz. This Mel was basically like, Mel didn't have that good of a matchup. I can't remember what the Mel benchmarks are for the life of me right now, to be honest. Like, there was some reasoning for the 88 Spadef and like this EV spread, but I just don't remember what right now. And I don't want to look it up. It was probably good though. IDK. Again, it was supposed to be leftovers, but it was like Punching Glove at first, and Lilly forgot to change it. It was Bash Earthquake because we thought that like it was really bad. Like we thought that like Mel's matchup isn't that good. Like a normal Mel doesn't have that good of a matchup against Eve, but a Mel that like clicks Toxic and stuff and just like lures things in that get Toxic or like whatever, like and just takes advantage of things is like a much better.
Yeah.
Is a much better Mel against Eve's team. So that was kind of the idea. It did okay. It did some stuff. Yeah, and then this Scarf Gengar was for like Rachi, just like outspeed and like tone Rachi and like tone a couple other things. Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, Taunt, Destiny Bond. It didn't really need 3 attacks, so like Taunt, Destiny Bond is just kind of like Wait, I just realized it was taunt instead of trick. It was definitely supposed to be trick. I told Lily it should be trick. But I think she just made it taunt anyways, which is whatever. It didn't need 3 attacks though. It really only needed Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt to like hit everything pretty effectively. And Shadow Ball was like pretty like I don't know. It did its job. Gengar did its job. Gengar's a pretty good Pokemon, notably. And then Suicune. This is basically EV'd so that like certain things wouldn't like break sub. I think it was let me look at like the yeah. The Spadef was so that the 72 Spadef was so that there would be a 70% chance for modest Volcanion Earth Power to not break sub, while speed creeping Max Primarina, and then the speed was from speed creeping Max Primarina, and then the defense and HP were like what was left over. And it was timid because you kind of it was the most EV efficient when I did this stuff. When I put stuff together. It was called Calm Protect Substitute. Lily was really fucking scared that it would just lose the Volcanion completely because it didn't have a button to hurt Volcanion. But like the thing is that like Scald, Calm Protect, like it just sub protect like twice in a row, and then Volcanion is out of Steam Eruptions. So like lol. But Volcanion didn't even come, so it's whatever. But yeah. Overall, I think a pretty good team. Suicune kind of got thrown away, but it did some stuff at least. Yeah, let's bring it even. Let's talk about each team.
Hello again.
Hi.
So, essentially with this team, I kind of put all my eggs in one basket because, like, I looked at... Once I realized, like, oh shit, Lily doesn't have Aquajet anymore, I looked at Rhyperior and then I looked at Lily's team and I was like, wow. It looked very good, essentially. So I just like built the whole team around like kind of just like chipping for everything down so Rhyperior could win. And then like and like kind of so essentially the things I noticed that would be awkward for Rhyperior were like essentially Suicune, basically just Suicune, Gengar. It's kind of it. But they both showed up, which was not great for me. But I mean, also like Mega Chomp a bit, but you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, the whole idea behind this thing with like Jirachi and Rhyperior is like Jirachi gets like pretty free ins against Tapu Lele because Lele is like 4 times psychic resist and Lele is the guy who presses psychic buttons. And then my idea was I would like that would end up luring Melmetal, and then I'd be able to U-turn out and like Melmetal coverage. I'd be able to press Wish and U-turn out, and like Melmetal coverage would activate Weakness Policy, and then it'll Wish back up to like probably full, and then press Rock Polish and go fucking insane. That never happened because because the thing is like Lily was not fucking scared at all of bringing in Mandibuzz against Jirachi.
Yeah. Which I thought Lily should have been scared of it.
Yeah, because I mean, I could have been like, hang on, does Jirachi even learn Toxic? Yeah, it does learn Toxic. It learns Toxic. It has a Ice move. Could be special with Thunderbolt. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and it could have just fucking cheesed you. It could have just cheesed. Like, it could have just...
Yeah, it could have cheesed.
15 times in a row. I was like very insistent that should be Covert Cloak, Mana Buzz, and Lilly refused.
Yeah, I was terrified of that concept, but
Lilly refused adamantly. She was like, "No fucking way." No, I was like, "Why?" And you can explain.
yeah, I mean, I didn't even run Stealth Rocks. I went Spikes over Stealth Rock just because it looked that much better.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, oh yeah, if Mandibuzz is like, Mandibuzz is probably going to be booked, so that's the only thing that Stealth Rock's really hitting that Spikes isn't. But anyway, this Quagsire, this was for
In your phone.
my notes here aren't this detailed. So Quagsire was good against Mega Garchomp. Like, oh shit! I just realized. Hang on. Oh wait, no, I was looking at the wrong team. It does have leftovers. But yeah, it was living to Mega Garchomp Earthquakes, even if like Max Adamant, if it was Sword Stance, and then like some in special defense, just 'cause it was like useful for it was also really useful against a like a kind of standard Bolt Beamy kind of Porygon. I mean, to be honest, any Porygon, because it's like not hitting Quagsire super effectively. And also just like could just be good to have extra def against like stuff like Suicune. Toxic was specifically for Suicune because I thought like that would be a fairly obvious switch in for like passive bulky water guy. Set up your stuff with Suicune. The other thing I had for Suicune was this Venusaur set, which was Petal Blizzard as the Grass Stab because like I wanted to like be more consistent with breaking the sub in case it came to that, and also Raw just because that's like gets it out of there. Leech Seed was to keep it healthy and like also meant like I wasn't like 100% doing nothing against Mandibuzz. This Iron Hands was sort of like I think I might have went too all in on kind of on metal checks. I mean maybe that's not really a thing that's possible. But I mean this is also good for like a one-time check for Garchomp with like Ice Punch and air ballooning over your Quakes. And then just like this is a fairly standard sort of breaker, Iron Hands.
Yeah.
I think I maybe should have went Heavy Slam over Sword Stance just because it was like I Sword Stance and like and then what then what like Lele comes in and kills me. That's like the 100% answer.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, I should explain that turn. So essentially I'd done my EVs on Jirachi so that like I was like not really that scared of like Timid Specs Shadow Ball because Lele learned Shadow Ball and that was like the kind of I was really expecting that as like hit the obvious Lele switch in. I honestly don't get why it was I don't get the logic behind the aromatherapy, but like whatever. But anyway, it was like yeah, I noticed the damage on the first Psychic was that was definitely modest specs damage, and then I suddenly got really scared. And and here's the thing, I shouldn't have been that scared because what I worked out is that from full that Jirachi could this is EV to outspeed modest Lele.
Yeah.
And from full it was able to live from full the Shadow Ball and then Light Screen, then Shadow Ball again. That was kind of the idea. But the thing is, I'd taken a tiny bit of chip on it, so it was like now a roll, and still a roll in my favor. So I shouldn't have been that scared. But it was just like, and honestly, because I outsped it, I could have also just Iron Head and like it wasn't going to depress it twice. That was a really stupid play on my part, but I got way in my head against that Lele because I think Lele is so broken. But that's just me.
Lele's cheap.
Yeah, cheap Pokemon. This Hands was really Spadef because I wanted to dodge 2 Ekyo from a Specs Gengar, which I felt was like kind of scary for me, and then rest and attack because, you know, do be Iron Hands.
Yeah.
And then I guess like, oh yeah, Torn, it's Torn. Focus Blast was for Melmetal. Probably some other stuff.
Yeah.
I forget. It's Torn. I do the same Torn set every time. I led with it because it was like, I didn't want to have to worry about hazard chip. It's like really would be an issue for me to have to worry about hazard chip. So I'm glad I managed to get that out of the way first. But
Yeah.
and yeah, kind of the whole team was built around this Rhyperia win, which I knew kind of could really happen at any point because I didn't need much to set it up.
Yeah.
It's just like, and it was actually a very like effective win condition in that situation because that last turn, that was actually like, I didn't fully know it at the time because I was like, kind of like, oh shit, I'm lost, haven't I? But that was actually a 50-50 to basically win the game.
Yeah.
That was still the whole game. Like, if I subbed on the Destiny Bond, I would have just like won essentially.
Yeah.
Barring a couple things like curse body hacks, but you know. And yeah, the EVs were it outspeeds Timid Specs Lele at +2. It always lives +1 Porygon adaptability, 80 base power move, so Shadow Ball or Dark Pulse from full, and then rest and attack.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah,
that about covers it.
that about covers it.
All right. Yeah.
I do think I will say it is like, it is quite insane just how well Rhyperia looked there. Like how that last turn, even though it looked quite terrible for me as a position, it was still 50-50 to win.
Yeah.
But yeah,
All right. Yeah. But yeah, good shit. Thanks for your time.
thanks.
All right. Now I suppose it's time to let's move on to here. I guess let's move on to Lilly Ray, and then we can move on to we can
say a
Ray
fond we can say a fond farewell to Faye at the end.
Yeah. So yeah, let's pull it up.
Are we playing Lily's battle theme this time?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Evenie's favorite Pokemon.
Oh, favorite Pokemon. Fuck, I didn't do that on either roster. You right. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's my bad. Favorite guy on your roster? I mean, like, honestly, especially after hearing you talk about it a lot, it's gotta be that Rhyperior, you know? In another universe...
You had a chain.
In another
You had a
universe...
fucking chain.
Did I not give you a favorite, Faye? I thought I did. I thought I gave it to Ursaluna. Maybe I didn't say that out loud. Maybe I thought in my brain, like, I fucking love this Ursaluna and didn't actually say it.
Yeah. My favorite's the Zoroark for his Flame Orb's funny.
True.
Yeah, and Lily's theme is
And then on Lily's team, I mean, that Suicune put in work. That Suicune did put in work. I like the Suicune. Suicune is like a classic in competitive Pokemon, you know? It may not be that good these days, but like back in the like,
It's
you know,
still-
Suicune was all reliable. You know, you saw
It's
Suicune
still
and you were
fucking
like, hell
scary.
yeah. Yeah, you don't want Suicune to sub
don't
Calm Mind
want-
on you.
ever. No. So yeah, let's pull up. Yes, let's pull up this now. Lily. They could have like.
Oops.
Oh,
Sorry, my YouTube music was trying to play. And here comes Iron Treads again. Let's fucking go. This guy.
yeah.
This fucking guy again.
Let's
my
go
God.
up on but it's not that big of a deal. Fucking Rotom fan comes in and does click. Sorry, this is a sad misconception. Z Will-O-Wisp, I believed, would skip accuracy check. I was wrong. That's not how Z status moves work. And I just thought that would be the case, so I fucked up. That was my idea, and I fucked up. I'm sorry. The Ice Spinner call out here, to smack that chomp.
Oh my god, that's the most that Iron Treads has done in the entire league.
Yeah.
Did Iron Treads finally do something?
He comes in and defogs. For the record, the Finny is telepathy and not fucking Misty Surge because of... Well, we'll talk about it.
Holy shit. The Spadef drop is so sad.
Iligo gets the rocks back up and then dips. Treads comes in. Doesn't take that much from Bash. I mean, it's still a fucking double Iron Bash, but full switches in a Rotom fan because it's like luring a Earthquake. And then he goes for a Willow. It was a pretty obvious switch, but at least it was forcing out the Rotom. Brings in the Audino, and the Wish comes in. Into Treads, baby.
Oh my god, Treads is finally getting his due.
Gets his fucking health back up. Heavy slams, which actually does a fair amount despite the resist. Doesn't quite kill. There's no rapid spin on the Treads. He volt switches out. Finny comes in.
Not on loop, whoops.
Yeah. Defogs on this, or no, Scald's on this, and then Scald's on it again, and no burn. Sadly. Fan comes back in. Lilly switches out. Lilly brings in Gengar, and then Nihiligo comes in and takes jack fucking shit.
Holy fuck.
Power Gems the Gengar, which does a fair bit.
The Destiny Bond, though.
Yeah.
Destiny Bond Gengar is nothing to fuck with.
Yeah. The defog happens. Treads just volt switches out. Rocks are off the menu. Audino gets a quick wish up into Fan, who takes a bash. He takes a bash, no problem.
Takes a bash, like it's no problem.
Wisps again on this kind of obvious Lele switch. I don't like all these switches.
Ray is like so devoted to the Will-O-Wisp.
No metal burn. Ditto comes in, clicks a button, and it doesn't hit. And then Treads comes in now. And then fucking Mud Shot. Audino comes back in. It doesn't really care about getting hit by Mud Shot, unsurprisingly. And then it just kills with knockoff.
Bluey fans.
This is kind of a sack. I don't really know why this Audino got sacked here. I didn't like that, but whatever. And then Ray forgets to bring in Ditto, and then misses the burn, misses the Willow also, and then forgets to bring in the Ditto again, and then remembers. But now, obviously, the Layla is just gonna come in. Yeah. Wait, actually, no, it doesn't come in. Never mind. But then it still doesn't.
Scale shot luck. Oh and then no!
It looks, yeah. If the Ditto had come in earlier, it would have done a lot more. But yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Heavy Slam does cool 4% to meld metal. And the EQ does kill. And then it's time to start clicking Ice Punch. Yeah, if that Focus Blast hadn't hit, Ray could have had something.
Yeah.
But it would have it probably still would have been Lily's win. But yeah,
that feels like the most that anybody's worked to try and beat Lily, and it's crazy that it still did not work.
If forgetting the like, if it weren't for like the Autono sack and the Ditto like the Ditto blunder, it would have probably been fine. It was just a couple of mistakes that were really consequential, sadly.
Yeah.
But I can talk about Ray's team first, I guess, because I prep Ray. So yeah. So like Telepathy Finny was like kind of the first idea. It was just like burning Mel is gonna be like important enough that we don't actually want Misty Train in this game. Like we want Finny's defensive profile, but we don't really want Misty Train.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hayes was like for Porygon Z. I can actually pull up. Ray gave me notes. Ray's working, but Ray did give me notes, so I can actually pull them up real quick. I like remember a lot of stuff, and like I did preparation for this game. Yeah, like Telepathy was that, and then Hayes dealt with Porygon Z and like Calm Mind's Weekend. Those both were scary. Yeah, again, the Z Willow fan thing. Alright, Ray says in the notes, Sienna made me believe that Z status moves could not miss. This is not true. That didn't actually make a difference, but yeah. So, sorry, Ray. Spite was originally pitched as a way to get rid of double iron bashes. Was unnecessary since Mel was forced out by the threat of burn every time. Z-Spite was considered because it's a full heal, but we didn't go with it. Because I really did think that was how Z moves work. So, sorry, Ray, again.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know. Honestly, fans stayed healthy with the wishes, so it wasn't that big of a deal, but, yeah. Oddno was originally kind of meant to be like a double regen core with Mienshao, but like honestly, Mienshao sucked in this matchup, quite a bit. Like Mienshao didn't like threaten anything and didn't really have that much like bulk to do anything, and it just didn't have shit. It was pretty bad, and like Psychic Terrain meant that like it couldn't fake out, which really hurts it also. Yeah. Thunderwave was meant to fuck over Scarf Lele, but unfortunately, Lele got burned very early by the Willow switch in. Yeah. 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 Like, the idea was just have a balanced structure here that would be able to outlast Lily and just like let her kind of tire herself out instead of trying to like sweep. Yeah. Ditto. Hi, it's Ditto. Ditto matched up well against Ray. Literally just wrote in the notes Ditto. Yeah. But I will say, like, I don't know. I think Ditto like matched up well. It made sense in this structure because it kind of punished a lot of the setup sweepers that would be annoying, like Porygon and like fucking. It also like a potential scale shot Chomp and like, which unfortunately that did get kind of fucked over, but whatever. Porygon, scale shot Chomp, it kind of like it could like blank certain Mel sets if it just impostered on the Mel, like, or if it was like banded Mel, stuff like that. I'm getting a phone call again.
Oh fuck! I have to take over the replay. Nihilego is like a guy who like clicks special attacks because he like does that and he thinks it's cool. And he's like, I know that you think I'm cool too. And I mean, I could do Stealth Rock too, because why the fuck not? Hazards are always good, you know? And I mean, Black Sludge, you know, if for some reason a trick came out, like, Black Sludge is strictly better to have on it than Leftovers, because otherwise, Leftovers, that's a nice treat. That's a nice treat for anybody to enjoy, but Black Sludge, that is cuisine that can only be appreciated by some very specific individuals.
The yummiest cuisine. But yeah, didn't match up doing that stuff yet. Like, Nihilego, oh, he gets rocks up. Pretty good. Nihilego has the funniest bulk ever, because he has, like, no physical defense, like, 35 physical defense, some bullshit, like 47. But, like, a very high HP and special defense. So. And very fast. Nihilego's kind of cool. But it did a pretty good job keeping rocks up for most of this game. The Destiny Bond was kind of a shame, but, you know, it happens. And then, like...
Yeah, the Destiny Bond on Nihilego was kind of like top 10 saddest anime deaths.
Yeah. Yeah, and Clear Smog was for Porygon. But yeah. Nihilego tanked a lot of special moves from the special attackers, and yeah, they got it. Clear Smog, it got rocks up. It did its job. It was good. And I don't know. I guess like Autono, yeah. Like also like Manshot was bad for Autono, and then like also like bad, but like yeah. So Autono was for Generic Core, and then like Wish, yeah, like Wish was super good on Autono. I needed to mention that. It's just God, the Wishes did so much. But yeah, Autono's good. And then Treads, baby. Treads was no rapid spin because it needed Ice Spinner to threaten Chomp, which it did. And then it was like, yeah, it was kind of fast pivot. It, you know, kept momentum up with Volt Switches. Assault Vest helped it like stay alive against a lot of the like special threats. And then like Earthquake Heavy Slam just naturally hits stuff pretty hard. Obviously Heavy Slam hits Lele super hard. But yeah. So yeah, Ray's closing thoughts are: this is a fun game and I enjoyed it. I definitely got some pretty bad luck at times. No skull burns, Will-O-Wisp missed on Chomp, only getting 2 hit scale shots from Ditto. I think the team worked well, all things considered. Don't let Morgan forget favorite guy.
Okay. I appreciate that.
I feel like I know who your favorite guy is.
Yeah, it's Treads.
He did it.
He
did it, baby.
Did it. He did a thing, and I didn't look at him and say, "Man, that did fuck all." He did stuff in the game, and he made progress. He didn't kill anybody, or maybe he did, and I'm misremembering. But he fucking did something. He has been brought to so many fucking games, and only now has he finally realized his true potential inside. Yeah. And you know what? That's a heartwarming story for the ages.
Yeah. 1 more year, baby. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, so Lily's team, I think, like, Eve, I don't know if Eve has, I think Eve prepped her, so I guess we can bring Eve in if you want to come in. I'll invite Eve to come in. Because Eve might have some thoughts. So I prepped her for this. Well, I mean, I said that. Well, hi, Eve. Are you speaking?
Eve has gone to bed.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh, okay, I unplugged my mic and then forgot to.
Right.
So one thing I should mention is that Lilly did not follow many of my prepping tips. Let me look over what I actually said.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we decided that Sticky Web looked pretty strong here. on Vigavolt. So, yeah. That's kind of like the main sort of FROSTBITE team was like to take advantage of that, slow raise like scary things down, and like make sure that Lilly can win kind of speed wars with Scarf Lele, with Sash Gengar, with Garchomp, kind of that kind of thing, essentially. What else do I say? I mean, honestly, a lot of this was like Lily did a lot of this on her own. I just kind of prepped a bit, but
yeah. Yeah, like I don't know. We have a pretty normal like I assume like the Layla Scarf speed control like keeps some of the scary things in check. It's probably like Latios is pretty key without something keeping that in check. Yeah, pretty normal form moves. I guess it's Energy Ball instead of it's Energy Ball. I don't know. That's kind of normal. I assume it's a hit. It's a hit Finny.
yeah.
Sort of blanks it otherwise.
The other thing with Scarf Lele is that it was also kind of specifically anti Latios.
Yeah, for sure. Sash
Because
Gengar.
like the idea was it's good to have something really good anti Latios just because it was the only thing that's kind of not affected by webs. Well, the only major thing really. Probably other things.
This Sash Gengar is kind of like a very Lilly Gengar set. It's it's probably meant to do something. If I had to guess, what is it? Weeping? Is it weeping?
I mean,
crawling,
takes advantage of a sticky web. Really, it's to be honest, I never actually asked what the Gengar was for.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it got a kill. It got a Destiny Bond. It's something.
Yeah.
I
mean, Destiny Bond's a good move. Is a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Could the Vegapult, the mental art Vegapult as be established? Got kind of interesting. But I guess it makes sense. It's max stuff, and then it's got some bulk, and then it's got what's it faster than? It's like 45 speed, right? It's like slow as false. 43. Ugh.
Yeah, it's not particularly fast.
It's probably faster than like uninvested Audino or something. If I had to guess.
Something like that. It might have been a calc specifically for webs, yeah. And then Mudshot was for treads.
Yeah. What is Scale Shot Trump? Sorry, this is normal Mana Buzz. It's faster than something, I would imagine. It's probably faster than
yeah. I mean I did specifically tell Lily to do Scale Shot and Chomp just because it fucking kills Latios so hard.
Yeah.
Like even with like uninvested attack, it only needs a free shot to actually one hit KO.
Yeah. And then but it's kind of double hazard. I think you said like you didn't know why she was insistent on double hazard. It's like
I didn't really love double hazard or like especially against Ray's draft with like a lot of really good hazard removers.
Yeah.
Ray is like not fucking. Ray is like 100 defog users and then 8 rapid spinners as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like AV Mel is AV Mel. I mean, it's pretty normal. As far as an AV Mel goes, it's pretty normal.
Yeah.
I'd imagine the defense was for like some like CC from like Lilligan Hisui or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Funny story about AV Mail. Part of the reason I said like, oh yeah, you should go AV Mail because it will ends up living Meteor Beat like power power up Meteor Beam into Earth Power.
Okay.
Not Nihilego. But then I forgot it doesn't actually get
Yeah.
Earth Power. My brain just says it's so natural to me for it to get Earth Power that like it just feels wrong that it doesn't have it. It has Head Smash, but not Earth Power. But yeah, sorry I couldn't be more like
that's
useful
fine.
with this team.
Yeah. Well, thanks for your help anyway. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Oh, Ray actually is here now. We just got done talking about. What was your favorite guy?
My favorite guy, I'm gonna be honest, this is a funny pick. It's like really funny to me that the Garchomp is called Bluey Fans. I don't know. With the exclamation point, it's like he's like so jovial about it. He loves the Bluey Fans. The Bluey Fans showed up for his like first grade recital.
Yeah. I do want to say like also about the game like against like about Ray's team, like I'm really proud of it overall. I thought it was really cool, and like I thought it was a cool structure that like worked well and like had good ideas on it.
Oh no, yeah. When I said
I'm
earlier that like Ray worked the hardest out of anyone I had seen to try and beat Lilly, I fucking meant it. Like Ray like put his like all into that battle.
Yeah.
And even if there were some mistakes, I think he played it well. And it's really just that like Lilly is the fucking final boss of this draft league. More like Lilly is the final boss. Did I say your team versus Lilly was bad? I don't remember doing that.
He just said this tried the hardest. I don't know. It said that Ray tried harder. Yeah. He was lazier, bro. Anyways.
Well, Rhyperior was cool though, so it's okay.
Alright. So let's pull up Ray. Pull up Ray Fit. You know. Our final bout of the night.
And Faye's final bout in general.
Yeah. So we can pull up Ray's playoff team. Oh.
Alright. I have died badly. The taunt into Clefable is crazy. That's like a great turn one.
Yeah. God, that knockoff did a lot.
Yeah, holy shit.
Aw.
You kind of forget that Bisharp is, like, actually, like, pretty decent, because King Gambit is, like, one of the most fucked up guys
Bisharp was already,
exist.
like... Bisharp was, like, a UUBL staple for, like, several gens, and then they made him, like, a fucking... They made him a fucking boss monster.
Yeah.
Pretty big heavy slam there as a crit, but... Okay. Finny comes in. Now it's just, you might notice shades of, you versus Faye.
Just taunting right in Faye's poor face.
Yeah.
Does that count as BM?
I don't know, I guess. Yeah. The, Power Earth Meteor Beam, but the fucking Meteor Beam misses.
Well.
But, thankfully Niley goes quite fucking bulky, so it can take that Scald.
Yeah, god damn.
Easily. Fucking huge sludge there. Yeah, it's got Trick to Scarf. Yeah. Ray decides not to stay in. I assume maybe to just get rocks back up later, but Yeah, but now,
This fucking Feeny is putting in the work.
now, yeah, the Slowbro comes in, he taunts it can't do anything. Faye online's, the Moonblasts. The fucking opposing Moonblasts are doing jack fucking shit. And then also all these special attack drops are just funny as fuck. Just taunts it. No teleports for you. More calm minds. 5% Moonblast.
This fucking Feeny, like, holy shit.
Yeah, more special attack drop. Instant comes in. Not faster than the Finny though. It's wind blasted. Slowbro comes in.
God
And
damn.
wind blasted kills. Yeah, so after that game, Gray immediately unmuted in the Discord call and said, "What the fuck?"
I mean, that is a pretty apt way to put it.
Yeah, so
I'm just gonna say right away, like, yeah, this is the favorite Pokemon, because actually, like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
yeah, Faye got swept by two Water Fairy Calm Mind users. Faye got double eliminated by Water Fairy Calm Mind.
Poor Faye.
Out of the playoffs. So hi Ray.
What? Yeah, I didn't think I would be home in time to actually go over either of my teams, so this is a fun treat.
Yeah, you get to talk the 6-0. Yeah, so
Yeah. So yeah, I was very like surprised that I was able that I pulled this off, mostly because like Faye is a very like strong player, and also I only solo built and I didn't have a whole lot of time to put my team together. But I think it worked pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, it worked pretty well. I mean, all you gotta, it's,
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you
Starting
only
with
got
Fanny-
a
Could've-
6-0.
I suppose you could have like built in order to take no damage.
but yeah. Start with
Yeah,
Finny.
run.
I saw the replay where Faye got beaten pretty hard by Calm Mind Primarina, and I thought maybe I should bring Calm Mind Finny, and the rest is history.
Oh yeah, this was another post Clifford game, so it's just
Yeah,
there
like-
were Clifford effects going on in the air.
Yeah, if I had ended up seeing like 10 more minutes of Clifford, I probably would have brought the Trick Rustberry Finny set I was thinking of to counter Ursaluna. The Ursaluna didn't even show up, so yeah. And Taunt, at first I like wasn't sure if I needed Taunt on this set, then I thought about like Clefable and Slowbro, and I was like, yeah, okay, I definitely need Taunt, and it really paid off. Yeah, very happy with Finny that game.
Yeah.
Bisharp is like, I think that it's like defensive and offensive profile is just really good against Faye's roster. When you have like it gets beaten pretty hard by Lop, and we have like Clefable, you got Zoroark, Slowbro, stuff like that. It's also a good rock setter, and has good bulk with Eviolite.
Yeah.
It did get brought to low health pretty early in that game, but it still did what it needed to do, I think.
Yeah.
Initially had Pursuit, but I decided Knockoff was better utility. Even on a team with Zoroark, honestly.
Yeah.
Decidueye is a weird one. I think every single time I've brought Decidueye, it's been a very specific counter to a mon that did not show up. Or a specific set that did not show up. Because I brought it against you, Sienna, to deal with a specific Kamo set Then I brought it against Ellie, mostly for Superior, and now I brought it here mostly for Ursaluna. And honestly, I didn't know until after I made this set that Ursaluna learned Fire Punch. But, you know, it didn't do anything the entire match, but it's a participation trophy.
Yeah.
Don't ask about the like 4- speed. Latios? I just figured Scarf Latios was like a good way to deal with a lot of the faster threats Faye had, like especially Lopunny. But I do think that Modest wasn't the best choice, especially like because like it speed ties Zoroark and Scarf Zoroark ended up showing up.
Yeah.
And yeah, Aurasphere was specifically for like Empoleon and Ursaluna.
Another AV Treads.
Yeah, I went with another AV Treads just because, like, I think AV Treads is, like, really good, and I think that in this matchup especially, I needed something that could potentially, like, you know, really take hits from, like, you know, it could switch into Clefable, it could maybe take a hit from Zoroark, and it would also be really good against Raikou, which I didn't really have any other counters to, especially AV Raikou.
Yeah.
It's like, you could definitely take, like, Scalds or Aura Spheres there.
Yeah.
I also, it's worth noting, I did not bring any Defoggers because I was afraid of Empoleon switching into a Defog. So, Tread's Rapid Spin was my only hazard control.
Yeah. And then...
Yeah, lastly, the Power Meteor Beam Nihilego. It was kind of a last-minute addition because I was thinking about, like, I thought Nihilego had really good coverage for Faye's roster, and, like, you know, it was a good Clefable check.
Yeah.
I thought, while I was building it, that Nihilego learned Ice Beam, and I was going to do, like, Sludge Wave Bolt Beam. It does not learn Ice Beam, so it has Grass Knot because that hits Ursaluna.
Yeah, that hits Ursula harder.
It didn't, like, I say it didn't do a whole lot, but, like, it killed 2 Mons very well. It got rid of Empoleon, which is what I really wanted, because I didn't really want to have, like, Empoleon couldn't really do much to Calm Mind Finny, but I didn't want to sit there and Calm Mind against Empoleon.
Yeah, it'd just be a fucking waste of time. It'd be annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, most of covers it, I guess. Is that, you have any other final thoughts, or?
Not too much. I think, you know, I'm really happy with how that game went, obviously. I think, you know, good games to Faye and everything.
Yeah.
I'm, like, definitely feeling better about my, playoffs run. I mean, I still felt pretty good after the game versus Lilly, even if I lost. I felt like I did my best there.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, well, good shit. Good luck.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
Of course.
Alright. And now let's start the way up.
Hello.
Alright.
I have died badly. Anyways, I did a lot of prep with Eve in this game. Like, I was prepping over the weekend with her, and then I threw it all in the fucking garbage because I had a fucking, while watching Clifford, I had an epiphany that, like, Shuriken and Sinnoh would be like a fucking fantastic win condition. Also, I don't know why the names are, why it doesn't have the names on this page, but whatever.
Happens sometimes.
And it was like if, like, Sinnoh could just, I realized that, like, in Sinnoh could, like, one shot, like, 80% of Ray's roster with this coverage. And it's like, okay, I just needed to, and then, like, I just kind of, like, made sauce before the meal because, like, I came up with a really good win condition, and then, like, the game plan to get to that win condition was, like, half baked and raw and did not taste good at all.
Yeah.
I had barely anything. I absolutely should have. Like, my original idea did have Calm Mind Raikou, which would have 1v1 Vinny. like another. That's 2 games in a row where like I fumbled with Ryko, and I'm sorry, Ryko. I let you down. Like Ryko had the keys to me when, like the keys that like would have helped me win both of these games, and I fumbled it.
Yeah, alright. I mean, yeah, you gotta believe in your mon with the fucking like those kills.
Yeah, like mainly it was just that like I was like a little bit too worried that like Ryko would be making progress against things that weren't Finny. Like I was too worried that it would end up being like Finny repellent. Like it would want to like switch out and stay away from Ryko, and that wouldn't help me chip down, and it wouldn't be helping me chip it down for Incineroar later on to like put it into Thunder Punch range. But then like it would have been my best bet against Calm Mind Finny.
Yeah.
So I should have brought it. Anyways, for the rest of the team, it's like I had like a bulky Dragon Dance Salamence just so I can like defensively check a couple of things, and then like it like bide its time for like an opportunity to like Dragon Dance, and then like each one like advised me against Dragon Dance Salamence. But then I was saying, but like with this new like Trick Room idea, like I thought it would be like I thought I could like Fenny is like the one thing that like really wants to take on Dragon Dance Salamence really on like it's like the main thing that like really is like brave enough to face Dragon Dance Salamence. Other than Scarfers, like since he did have Scarf Latios, I mean. But I thought that like Dragon Dance Salamence will like boost up and then like do half of Finny's health early game, and then later when I get Trick Room up, Incineroar could do the other half with Thunder Punch, and that was like my game plan. And that was too flimsy, like not enough to like reliably check Finny, and it got Calm Mind's boost up.
Yeah.
And would have one-shot Incineroar with a boosted Scald, so like I didn't have anything at that point. Empoleon is a victim of Clifford effects because I had Toxic on it to try because I wanted to click it against Finny. He's like I was like in too much of a rush to remember. Oh yeah, Misty Surge. Oops. And like I did try to click Defog on it to try and get rid of the terrain and get Toxic up then, and then I got taunted. So like whatever.
Clifford does put you into a state of panic.
Yeah.
Which you cannot return. Oh.
Now, like, it did have, like, Rocky Helmet because, like I was expecting Hisuian Lilligant because that was, like, this... Like, Lilligant would have been the hardest to stop win condition that Ray had. Just, like, again, if I did have, like... If I did bring Raikou, then, like, that would have been, like, a really good defense against Calm Mind Finny.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, Hisuian Lilligant would have been, like, way harder for me to find something for.
Yeah.
But, like, the... Eve did suggest, like, Unaware Clefable, but I thought that, like Lilligant could have Poison Jabbed and done, like, enough damage that, like, it would have been, like, too hard to keep Clef healthy enough
still does
to check it later
still
on.
A big boost.
What was that?
Hustle is still a big boost.
Yeah, like... But, like, I decided, like, every move Lilligant has is, like, a contact move, so, like, I could have, like, Empoleon chip it down with Rocky Helmet, and then, like, that would put it in guarantee Zora Kisui, like, flamethrower kill. And, like, that was a plan that, like, I ended up settling on. Like even without the Rocky Helmet damage, it's like Stealth Rock plus Flamethrower was like a 50-50 chance to Oko against like uninvested Lilligant. And then, like with like crit chance and burn chance, that's like about like 58% chance of working out. And then like, and of course, like with the Rocky Helmet ship, it would be like guarantee it, even if like the Lilligan was like pretty bulky, and like I didn't think it would have. This hypothetical Lilligan probably wouldn't have gone that much bulk anyways. But like, Rhino Belly Slowbo was like my plan B, where like I would set up Trick Room with it, and then like Incineroar could one-shot Lilligan with Flare Blitz, even after the +1 defense boost, and even if it had like a bulky EV set. The Incineroar coverage is like the, let's see, it's like Flare Blitz is good against fucking Beedrill and Lilligan, Bishop, and Decidueye, and then like Knockoff is also like really good at one-shot Sladios, and also Decidueye too, as like a stop, like prevent chip damage, and then like Earthquake is really good against it's like Arcanine and Nihilego and Iron Shreds, and that's like so much of like Ray's also would have gotten one shot if I actually cooked up a proper game plan to lead me to Trick Room and Incineroar win condition.
Yep.
A Clefable is has a lot more special defense than like normal because of I was scared of Latios, and then I saw it was I figured out it was Choice Scarf because it didn't have any it didn't have a damage boost from its item. I was a little bit relieved because all I have to worry about is I mainly have to worry about Trick now. So I was a bit relieved that it wasn't gonna kill 1000 damage against me. And then again Teleport is compatible with Moonlight, and that's why it's used over Soft Point.
Yeah.
And Slowbo is Body Press Ice Beam, I think, probably for probably just I don't know, Bishop, I guess, and Iron Treads, but no, that gets hit by water moves anyway. I don't remember why. Again, I was in the moment, built this in 10 minutes after watching Clifford. I don't know exactly why Body plus Ice Beam was my choice there, but I decided to go with no Slack Off and just rely on Regenerator for healing, because I guess the Lilligan would have been hit by Ice Beam. I don't remember what Body Press. I guess Bishop, but it done its Dark Stab anyways, and a big knockoff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That mostly cover it. You got most of the guys out of that. Yeah. So yeah. More, what's your favorite guy on the squad?
Honestly, it's tricky just based on the kind of match it was, but I respect.
Yeah, none of my guys got to do anything.
I respect the team building that went into Incineroar. I have to respect that. I think if he was allowed to do his thing, he would have gone kind of crazy.
Yeah,
it would have been a sight to see.
Truly. And that's the end. That's the end of Faye's playoff run.
Unfortunately, salutes.
Yeah, Faye. Where we were right next to each other on the current rankings too, and now we're going down together.
We die together.
We literally are.
I think
the last thing
we were both the two contenders for like most improved too. Like
Yeah.
we both had like bad starts and then pulled it back and got into playoffs.
Yeah. But yeah.
It's you know what really drove us apart? It was the why not. The why not. The why not. It like you didn't even have the why not, and it still like fucked you over because like it drove us both to madness thinking about that why not, and our arguments for and against it.
Yeah.
Like I am willing to concede that like maybe it's not worth a team slot.
No, you know I'm moving for the audience. I'm moving for the audience. Thank you for your time, Faye.
That's fucked up.
Your time, Faye.
That's fucked up.
We're not doing the why not debate right now.
Okay, well,
we're coming up on 4 hours. We're not spending another 30 minutes. We're gonna talk about your roster. We're gonna talk about the favorite guy on the roster. Who's your favorite guy on this roster?
My favorite guy overall on Faye's roster, I gotta be honest, it's maybe not the guy that did the most, but it's like so fun to me, is Hisui and Zoroark. I feel like every time, like maybe not every time Hisui and Zoroark was brought, but like a good amount of times I was just charmed. Because Hisui and Zoroark has such like a fun gimmick. And it really makes like, I don't know, it's like you can team build a counter towards it, but then like when you're playing the game, it's like you have to consider like literally any of these mons could be Zoroark for some fucking reason. Even if that reason is just to fuck with you. You know, it doesn't even have to be a particularly good illusion to still fuck with you, you know? Ursaluna gets a lot of props from me too, because Ursaluna is just like a fucked up guy. Ursaluna is just like crazy. And then shout out to Raikou for being the top like kills. I mean,
I have to say my favorite is Raikou. I feel like Raikou cooks so hard every time I hit the field.
You know what? Let Faye back in here to talk about his roster. Alright?
Alright, well, alright, Faye, okay. Faye, if you don't mention why not, then we'll be good. What do you want to say about your roster? Do you have any final thoughts?
Yeah.
What? Oh shit. Faye like came in and then like died. I don't know what happened. Show requests. What? Hi. Okay, here you are.
Oh, am I good?
Yeah, you're good now.
You hear me? Oh,
what? What the fuck?
Huh?
I swear to God, I'm not doing this. For the record, like I swear to fucking God, I'm not doing this.
Hold on, let me. I'm inviting to speak.
Yeah, Okay. I hope it doesn't break now. Yeah. Hey. What?
Faye.
Oh. Gotta restart Discord? Okay.
Oh, okay.
No? Am I good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Okay. Yeah, like... I was just gonna start with, like... Raikou was definitely, like, the MVP of my lower tiers, and, like... I absolutely should have believed in it more and used it more. I'm sorry, Raikou, and then... About, like, Zoroark Illusion stuff, like... I didn't really, like, draft around it all that much. And, like, Eve was, like, the only game where I had, like, a super concrete plan for what to do with Illusion. And, I don't mind it that much. Zoroark is still, like, a good Pokemon, even if you don't get the Illusion stuff at all. Like if you compare it to, like, Gengar, it's, like, they've got, like, pretty similar stats, and, like, Zoroark's got, like, probably a better typing, and then, like, Gengar has, like, a couple more utility moves, and then there's, like, mainly Illusion is the thing in Zoroark's favor, and, like, I guess that is, like, probably the selling point that, like, puts it as tier 2 instead of Gengar at tier 3, so, yeah. So I guess they use some underutilized that way, whatever. But it's, like, I do have, like, a lot of my teammates did have, like, some sort of, like, tell, like, with my double Intimidate core, like, Vanillux, Summoning Snow, it's like, it's like even before Zorg does any one thing, like those are like out as disguised candidates because like you would know even before it did anything that it was Zorg. And then with the Blues clause, like it also meant that like stealth lock damage and hazard damage would also be a bit of a tell. But I did have Zatu, who I could have also utilized more probably, and like that could have helped me illusion mind games if I did. But that's whatever. Like I do remember seeing once that like seeing one person say that like, oh, Zorg only works on hyper off and stuff, but like I think that like that more so applies to like illusion rather than like Zorg as a whole. Like I think like Zorg did
an interesting
pretty good
niche
niche.
profile and an interesting move pool.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's funny and it's silly.
Anyways, like I did like DM both WAFFLOES and Morgan and like talk about like, oh, hey, we can do like an exhibition match sometime. So like it's like I'm not done playing yet. I'm out of the runnings, but I still have some more games in me and like want to have some fun. So
yeah, that'd be cool to see. Yeah. Yeah, I'll cover your thoughts. Is that mostly cover your thoughts on your roster? Yep. Okay. All right. Yeah. Good shit. You did good in this league. And you're a gamer. And salutes. Salutes.
GGs to everyone.
GG.
All right. So now we've gone through all our matches. So I think it's good to just pull up the bracket and just show you because we kind of showed things out of chronological order a little. So I'm gonna send the bracket again, the challenge bracket in the draft. Or, oh wait, no, I already had it. It's still on this week. Yeah. So yeah. As you can see, yeah. So like we did some of the things out of sequence. It's just this bracket was designed for players and not for streams. So you gotta do different compromises to make sure that everything works out. But yeah. Yeah, so me and Lilly are set for winners finals next week. We have Sauzels and Ray and even WAFFLOES on the losers side. So there might be sort of a collision course there, possible, but come with them. But yeah, we're week 3 is just gonna be, and this is what I was saying. Like, there's gonna be some weeks where it just wouldn't be many games at all. Like, if we did just week 3 alone, we would just be doing these 3 games. It's just not that much Pokemon. But I mean, it's not necessarily that bad. It's just getting work done for Pokemon, Mario, Nintendo, Game Boy. But yeah. I'm excited for how this bracket keeps moving forward. Oh shit, Game Boy? Yeah.
It is so easy to distract you. I literally just do like dumb visual gags and you immediately you're into it.
You can put Subway Surfers on the screen and I'd like to see.
True.
Damn, but yeah, I'm excited for how the bracket goes. I'm trying to go slay Lilly next week, or this week, I guess.
Yeah,
so we'll see how that goes.
Sienna has to play the role of God Slayer.
Yeah. I think I can do it. I think I can do it if no one else. I'm kind of schnuts at this game, so we're keeping that in mind. And it's worth keeping in mind that I prepped Lilly almost every week. And that she doesn't get, and that she's not getting I prepped Lilly almost every week, and now Hazel and Eve are both prepping me this week. So Lilly doesn't get my prep or their prep, so somebody's she's gotta fucking get it together. So basically, yeah. Shouts out to Pokemon. I thought we had some cool games this week. Hopefully, like, less, like, best of threes later. Because we've been, this did go a little long. Not that long, but a little long. Compared to usual. But I think we'll be fine. It'll be chill either way. We're gamers here. Yeah, and yeah, like, I don't know. But I discovered that, like, pretty hype stuff. So yeah, we got the we'll be taking next week off, and then we'll see you the week after. With like all the games from losers from like week 3 and 4, and then we'll have hopefully grand finals live.
Yeah, that's gonna be
trying very hard to make sure that grand finals happens live. If it doesn't happen, then that's unfortunate. But well, I don't know. It might just end up being its own stream if anything happens, because I think it's worth having live grand finals. I think that's the spectacle of the thing. I think that's important. So
I gotta be honest.
Either way,
Also,
we'll figure it
you could not have scheduled this league worse, because grand finals happens the week of Sonic Superstars and Mario Wonder. And like I took off of work for both days. I don't even know if I'm getting a third day off. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. If we do grands, like, if we like do like
I'm making Sienna scared on stream. Don't mind me.
Don't worry, I'm doing logistics. Well, no, it's the week. It's the week after. Well, the stream would be the week after. Would be like the week of the 20. Would be like the week of the 22nd, 23rd.
Would it?
Yeah, because it was week 4. We'd be holding off on grands. Because, like, remember, week 4.
Is this week not week 3? And then next week is week 4.
Wait, next week is. Bro, wait, next week's week 4? Damn.
Yeah. I told you.
Damn, she's good.
I told you.
I got yeah. No, I had a brain fart, sorry. Yeah, I don't know, we'll figure it out. It'll be chill. If we do grand final separately, or we do whatever, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Salutes. It'll be all good. If we need to do an extraordinarily long stream where I play 1,000,000 hours of Mario Wonder with you, and we do Pokemon too, then that's okay, probably. I don't know. Maybe it's not okay. I don't know.
It could be cool.
Anyways,
we'll see.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. I need to stop talking about this, because I'm gonna start thinking about it like right now. I'll think about it. I'll figure. It'll be good. I'm gonna hop off now. I think I am going to be needed in a moment, so I probably gotta take care of stuff in the house. So yeah. Thanks for all the gaming. Always love streams and stuff.
And smiles. Good night.
Go for it.
Good. Alright, well. It is decently late, but not so late that I don't think we can do one more segment. Before we do that, though, I'm gonna take a BRB. I think we're gonna do some TF2. Cause, like, why did I stop the music? Bro, I'm gonna go on a BRB so I can grab a snack and take a poop. I think we're gonna play some TF2, cause Scream Fortress is in town. The actual update hasn't dropped yet, if they plan on doing a Scream Fortress this year anyways. They might not. I don't think Meet Your Match had, like, a formal Scream Fortress. Not Meet Your Match, Jungle Inferno. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna take a quick BRB. Draft League was a lot of fun. Team Morgan, we may have lost, but you know what? In the end, we proved a very important point, which is that Cloyster is fucking dope, and you know I'm drafting him next time it happens. But yeah, I will be right back.